Alright, let's get back to Policenauts and everything that comes along with our policing. So let's continue. Yes, we want to continue this. Yes, Act 1. 2 hours, 35 minutes. Hey, Emily, hey, Bess. I mean, so far it's just been boobs and legs, so no ass cheeks yet. Let's view our summary screen. Hey, Muller Duck. Act 1, Beyond. Jonathan's ex-wife, Lorraine, requests he look for her husband, but shortly after is murdered by an unknown assailant. Jonathan returns to Beyond, taking the 4 capsules and the leaf he got from Lorraine with him. Having obtained Ed's help, Jonathan now begins his investigation. Ed shows Jonathan around BCP for the time being. Hey, Toriel. And Bess, oh yeah, there you are. Man, this is a fucking rockin' tune here. Alright. Good enough. So, where we left off, are we in... Okay, we're in here now. Yeah, so we needed to continue exploring the station, in order to... Before he would get our results back. So we've been in the lobby, we've been in the Vice, department, been to the shooting range so that we could, beat Meryl's high score so that we could squeeze her boobs. And now we just need to go to the AP room, the advanced police room or whatever. Yeah, I liked your solid goose drag. We already asked him about the blood splotches yesterday. He said it was the same lab coat that he has worn since he started being a forensic pathologist, so that's fucking disgusting. Let's go to the AP room. Thanks for your time, Victor. This is the AP room, the backbone of the place. These guys are as state-of-the-art as it gets. Seated over there is the commander AP and chief of BCP, Gates Becker. Yeah, I heard about him in the lobby. Gates. Pretty amazing, huh? It's been 30 years. He's changed too. Let's go say hi. So first thing I'm noticing, I mean, okay, well, he looks evil. How you doing, mate? Jonathan Ingram? Jonathan! Gates Becker. You're on Beyond? They tell me you're the big boss around here now. Well done. I'm really happy for you. Oh, please. You're only as good as those around you. Jonathan, I just want to say I'm sorry about what happened. Who knows? Might have been you sitting here otherwise, eh? He does kind of look like Big Boss. Something about something Gates. Well, I must say it's nice having more of the old crew around. On holiday, are you? Actually, that's not why I'm here. So, why are you here? Here's the deal. Jonathan, I'm looking for someone. His name is Kenzo Hojo. He works for Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals here. I mean, he is the big boss around here, yeah. Tokugawa. He disappeared here 3 weeks ago. Then his wife was murdered on home after coming to ask for my help. Bloody hell. Chief, I was thinking. Jonathan, Tokugawa's involved, and I'm afraid that changes everything. I'm sorry, but we can't conduct an official inquiry. No, feel free to work with Ed on it. If you uncover something, we'll step in and take over from there. Ed, I trust you'll give Jonathan your full cooperation. Just make it quiet. Yes, Chief. I owe you one, Gates. You're more than welcome here, provided you behave yourself. Alright? Don't worry, you won't even know I'm here. Really great seeing you again, Jonathan. Yeah, the dialogue did say he was the big boss around here. You mean this little thing that he's got going on here? That, oh, okay, I was like, that what? That 1 centimeter. Yes, I think he plucks that there. Oh, his eyebrows to make them, like, enormous? Well, you also said, like, that 1 centimeter in the middle. Yeah, so they did say he looks, or he is the big boss around here. He kind of looks like the earlier Big Boss sprites, and also vaguely Big Boss-esque. What is this in the background? You can see, oh, you can see the reflection of Gates' head in the glass. Is it just me, or is he going bald? Something the matter, Jonathan? Hey, Council. No, just admiring your clean windows. Boy, those things are spick and span, huh, Ed? Yeah. As you'd imagine, being chief is no bed of roses. Yeah, but you had like an apostrophe in there. It's like, what the fuck is that? I thought it might have been a typo. Your life revolves around protecting beyond citizens. Let's look at his shoulders here. That's your uniform? Looks more like something you find in the military. That's the uniform of the BCP brass. How about... You have a real commanding presence, Gates. Was a typo. Think so? I've heard that before. Lighten up, Jonathan. When you're my age, you'll know how it feels having people stare at you. Chief of Police. I always thought you'd end up here. How about you look at your beard? That's a nice beard. It suits you. Yeah, I've had this since I was 40. Can we touch it? Gates' beard accents his decisive attitude. Let me look at his eyebrows. Your face hasn't changed that much, Gates. Yeah, I suppose I've been luckier than some. Can we look at his... deep into his eyes? You seem awfully happy to see me. How about his chair? So, this is the Chief's chair. Not bad, Gates. Need level to beat level 3 to touch his beard. You need a good You need a good chair for a job like this. Helps carry the load that accompanies all the responsibility. Makes that thing I have downstairs look like a joke. It looks really comfortable. I do almost all my work here. I'd end up with a sore back otherwise. Okay, I guess we can actually talk. Hold on, let's look at his nose. Okay, nothing. Can we kiss him on the lips? Nope. Alright, let's just talk to him. Hey, Gates. Go ahead. Let's ask about the ex-Policenauts. What happened to the others? Tokugawa resigned from BCP 20 years ago to head up the Tokugawa group. Salvatore quit, I suppose 10 years or so ago, and apparently went back home. We've all gone our separate ways. Hey, Erica. The day you left us will probably be the last time we're ever together. There's some funny, tense stuff going on here. It should have been like, the day you left us was probably the last time we'd ever be together. Or something. Even that would cut that. Even that sounds strange, so I don't know exactly. The Policenauts are a fading memory here. That's just the way things are, I'm afraid. Alright, how about BCP? The Policenauts eventually evolved into the proper police force we have today. AP do most of the work here now. They're a mobile police unit. As opposed to the other police who are non-mobile. BCP is better equipped to do its job with the introduction of AP. Traditional cops have had to more or less shift duties. Okay, that sentence didn't seem like it made sense halfway through. How about AP? AP were created to be a new breed of space police designed around the special set of conditions you have in a colony. BCP as it existed before was simply unequipped to deal with Space's unique environment. That's why we started using EMPS as well. The biggest mistake the Policenauts made was carrying over a police system from home to the colony. This isn't home, it's a space colony in the middle of nowhere. AP have given us a start in transforming our entire force into one fully adapted beyond. In order to obtain financial support from home in various business sectors, we threw the word advanced in there, but they already form the core of BCP. Okay, let's ask about AP's members. We recruit AP members from government frozeners. It's dangerous work. Having family or friends is only a burden. That was one of the lessons of your accident. On top of that, they only use sperm-carrying genes well-suited... Oh, they only use sperm-carrying genes well-suited to Space's environment when they fertilize frozener eggs. In other words, they select the fathers from past astronauts. Meaning we could be responsible for some of these guys? The possibility is there. You could say frozeners are literally the sons of us astronauts. That seems barbaric in a way. AP also carry out a number of missions in zero-gravity areas. In order to prevent calcium loss and weightlessness, they have hybrid artificial bones, joints, and auditory ossicles. Therefore, they don't need to worry about the effects of extended work there. They're indispensable around here. So basically, they're born from frozen eggs, and then they get like all their shit replaced with artificial versions: blood, bones, ears. I don't remember what the other thing he said was. It might be the ones with the real right stuff. Okay, AP's work. In addition to their normal police duties, AP also uses EMPS to perform rescue operations inside the colony. We conduct recognized peaceful operations outside the colony as well, in accordance with the agreement on the rescue of astronauts, the return of astronauts, and the return of objects launched into outer space. Yeah, that's right. Like, yeah, they seem kind of like there's something weird going on there as well, but like, it's not even that weird. We have to tread carefully around this, however. UNCOPUOS, Uncopios, are always breathing down our necks. We could end up with an international incident on our hands if we're not careful. No matter what you or anyone else thinks about them, AP are a necessity around here. Okay, how about the EMPS? EMPS are a type of mechanical suit used both inside and outside the colony, born from a cooperation between Tokugawa Heavy Industries and ourselves. They employ a bilateral master-slave manipulator, which allows for 7 degrees of freedom, just like the human body. Hey, Aaron Yoshi. The technology is a product of Tokugawa Heavy Industries' research on master-slave manipulators. That Yuri you had your accident in is a far cry from the performance and reliability. Why don't they just turn them into robots while they're at it? The visual sensors in today's robots take 1 full second longer than a human to process data. A second could make all the difference in the world out here. Teleexistence is a more feasible option. You mean controlling EMPS by remote? We wouldn't have to worry about exposure to cosmic rays that way either. Yeah, it's a good question. Mind you, we still have problems such as communications interference and time lag to overcome first. In addition, EMPS don't possess any singular points. What? Singular points? Okay, yeah, he's just as confused as I am. Singular point occurs when you have a limit to how far you're able to move a joint in a given direction. Previous manipulators have all had singular points due to shortcomings in their joint drive mechanisms. Oh yeah, my skull decorations. The moving body 3D analysis algorithm developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries has succeeded in eliminating singular points from EMPS. I mean, they're just kind of back there. I don't usually have anything back there, and they're just a small camera, so... AP simply couldn't function without EMPS nowadays, not least of which on their patrols. The police on home have been in touch with us, as it involved the murder of a Beyond. What a senseless crime. Alright, no worries, Vess. Who would have thought something like that would happen to your ex-wife? What's OLA saying? They've concluded she was the victim of a bomb planted by repatriatists or possibly eco-terrorists, but there's not much evidence to go on. Naturally, we don't have jurisdiction over OLA here. There's nothing we can do. It's difficult for us to obtain any sort of detailed information. Our relationship with the police on home isn't the best. That's why I want you to keep this under the radar, understood? Yeah, of course. Thanks again, Gates. Okay, how about we show him the Hojo photo? This is the guy who's gone missing. He seems very like all the other people you find at Tokugawa. And then for Lorraine to be killed as well. He looks like a serious chap, not the type to disappear without a word. Okay, show him Lorraine's photo. This is you and Lorraine, I see. What were you planning on doing, bringing a photograph like this with you? Try to forget about what happened, move on. Lorraine would want the same. Why don't you try and focus more on the future, Jonathan? In any case, that's something you should keep to yourself, don't you think? Okay, police not... Well, I'll be. I haven't seen that in donkey's years. Look at how young we all were. Alright. Boop. Cool story, bro. Let's go back to forensics. See you later. Oh, back again? Doctor? I'm listening. Let's ask about the analysis results. I don't have them yet. It shouldn't be too much longer. I feel like Big Boss is a pirate voice. Arr, but he doesn't have an eye patch. Huh, okay, so... Okay, maybe we can go back to Vice and, like... We're back in Vice. Maybe tell these two about what we've heard now. You're getting used to this. You're getting used to this place, Jonathan? Yeah, I see you looking at my nose. It just gets red like this. I can't help it. Guy with no socks? Can we ask him about... Oh, let's ask him about Gates. I met up with Gates. It's like a mini reunion, huh? He's an amazing guy. I get a little nervous around him, to be honest. Hey, come on. I was a Policenaut, too. Yeah, I know. I don't agree with Chief Becker's philosophy, but I still respect him. No, I did not watch Miami Vice as a kid. I think maybe that's how everyone feels about him. Gates was always like that. He was the center of everything. He's got this magnetism. Maybe it's his British charm. I don't know. Oh, that's right. He's British. Yeah, the old guy. I like him. He's got something in him that Beyonds don't, I guess. Like how he can be uninhibited and irrational at times. I think the colony might be a nicer place if there were more people like him around. Okay. How about you, Meryl? Yeah, what is it? Let's ask about Gates with her. So I saw Gates again. Chief Becker? He's something else, isn't he? I'd say he's a charismatic leader with impeccable judgment. Right, Chief? What's that supposed to mean? I think maybe he's got something you've lost. He still feels like a terrestrial. But ever since he formed AP, he's become a little too self-centered. Tell me about it. AP's budget alone is off the charts. I understand where Chief Becker's coming from, but he's just another bureaucrat now. Let's ask about Victor. Yeah, from forensics? I don't know him that well, but he seems like a nice guy. Yeah, he does. He reminds me of home a lot. You seem to have a thing for terrestrials. Actually, now that I think about it, Chief Becker and Victor even smell like home, if that makes sense. He plays all innocent, but he's actually kind of a pervert. Can you believe he touched my butt once? Whoa, brave guy. So what happened? I was pissed, of course. And then? He goes, I didn't think you'd mind. That's actually not a bad excuse. Okay. What? Wait, what? Speaking of what? What? So what do you think of my gun rack? I most certainly have had enough. What? Wait, what? Large boobs go with a large gun. No, large boobs need a large gun. Know what I mean? I don't know if I see the difference. This is an easy gun to use. It takes some practice. There's virtually no recoil at all, but most people still find it hard to handle. I wouldn't mind watching you practice sometime. It's going to be Mads fucking Norman Reedus. That's what Death Stranding is. Let's not get confused here. It's a Norman Reedus and Mads Mikkelsen fanfic, erotic. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, give me your sandwich. I didn't mean to move. I hit all the wrong buttons. Also, she's gone now. The apartment size, it ain't that different from stations on home. Oh, too ship-shaped for home. That guy ain't one of us. He's a police drama buff. Movies, TV shows, you name it. He likes to come and hang out here. Detective McLean, Sergeant Powell wants you. Yeah, it's another bunch of terrorists. For God's sake, don't get him going. He comes here every day, babbling the same nonsense. We all know him. How about you, dude, on the phone? Those are operators. They process all the information that comes in here. Our efforts to protect the public are based around this total information network. He's a cop here. They used to do what AP does now. No, that's just that guy spouting off bullshit. That's a map of Beyond. The government can monitor virtually the entire colony in real time. You can run, but you can't hide, huh? Exactly. A pipe gets clogged and they know about it before you do. Information on anything you can imagine gets sent here in real time. Those guys process it and send it to our databanks. They're sort of like the old dispatch operators. Okay, can we talk to this shithead again? Find what you're looking for, detective? Just getting started. Hey, Ed. Now you can add babysitting terrestrial douches to your job description. Fuck you too, buddy. I still can't believe you flew all this way to see Ed. Ha! I still can't believe you won't shut the hell up. He's always like this. Trust me. Just let it go. Okay, so not getting anything useful from that guy. Apparently, those are Romanesque columns. Pretty nice, huh? The concept they had for this place was supposed to be a fusion of technology and high art, right? Okay. How about now? Do you have what I'm looking for? I'm sorry, but I can't help but think hard-headed old man. Hard-headed? Absolutely. I suppose we can add straightforward to that list, too. Can I check out your sweet mustache? Mustache suits a scientist like you. I've had this since my 20s. Drives the ladies crazy when I wiggle it. He's not finished. Try coming back in a little bit. Okay, fine. Fuck off, then. Where else can I go? Did I not do everything I can in the AP room? Okay, yeah, now I can actually interact with these things. He's an AP officer. They can access any sort of data on Beyond from these terminals. Look at these guys in their yellow Halo outfits. Hey, Rail Man. And by Halo outfits, I mean Master Chief outfits. Spartan outfits. They can access any sort of data on Beyond from those terminals. Guess the days of hitting the streets for leads are over, eh? Yeah, you can do it all from here. What's that thing there? That tube in their arm? It's part of the dialysis procedure for their artificial blood. You have to undergo dialysis every 240 hours for that type of blood. Human kidneys can't filter it. Must be a pain in the ass. 240 hours is 10 days. Meaning they could never go AWOL, huh? Exactly. Some people say they intentionally designed it that way. Yeah, their outfits. It's a Spartan costume. It's a Spartan getup. Yeah, I think they talked about this with the artificial blood thing in Metal Gear Solid 4 as well, where it's like, yeah, if you have these cyborgs with artificial blood that needs dialysis, well, they can't fucking run away because you can't exactly easily get dialysis equipment. Let's look at this fuckhead. I know that guy. What? Having fun, Policenauts? So, you're AP. This is Tony Redwood. He heads up bomb disposal. He's also the best EMPS pilot there is. They call him Mr. Goddard. Heads up bomb disposal? How long do you expect to last here when you can barely handle a bit of SAS? Or is it time to pop another pill? Dialysis shouldn't be that hard. This is beyond. Totally different ballgame from what you terrestrials are used to. Rather than a reject from a bad zombie movie. Jonathan, just ignore him. Say, Ed, know how this timer works? What, that? I hear we were in the bomb squad on home. Before I joined narcotics, yeah. Normally, a bomb maker will incorporate several traps into a device to prevent it from being defused. See the red and blue cords? They're the final safety mechanism. Get the right one and you're done. Which would you pick if I were to set it now? Yeah. Red or blue? Red. For Redwood. Boom. Now we have a hole in the colony. Sociopath won't necessarily opt for red. The answer is blue. I always go for blue myself. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, this guy's 100% the one who blew up the fucking car. I defused this earlier. Real state-of-the-art device. Terrorists have been using some pretty advanced components in their bombs lately, haven't they? It was a bomb that killed Lorraine. Why'd you ask me about it anyway? You never know when terrorists could strike. You've always been somewhat confused with movie bomber wire colors. It seems like the kind of thing where it's like, well, why are they colored at all? You have enough trouble keeping two colors consistent. Even an old-timer like you should be prepared. I don't even want to have to defuse another bomb. One never knows when one's life might be threatened by one of these. If you don't have a reason to be here, then beat it. That's BCP's holographic insignia. What, on that, like, chubby stomach plate there? In addition to identifying the wearer as a police officer, it's also there to prevent counterfeiting. Who'd believe he's one of the good guys without the uniform? Let's look at his hideous face again. He's like a corpse with that complexion, not to mention the look on his face. We call him the living dead around the station. I don't blame you. All he needs to do is moan brains, brains to complete the image. What do you think you're doing? I'm not here to amuse you. Hold on, actually, I'm not done mocking this guy. Just taking it to the airlock, yeah, and just like toss it out the door. That's a body armor spacesuit APs use. It can take quite a number of hits. If they have their helmet on, they can go out into space just like that. Safety body armor. If you don't have a reason to be here, then beat it. Can I look at your hog? That's an AP chair. It's designed so they can keep their body armor on when they sit down. No time for breaks around this place. They're always on standby, ready to act at a moment's notice. How about this? What's this? We don't want you here. Why is it so difficult to understand? Okay. What about this big old thing over here? No? Also, they mentioned these tubes coming out of their arms, but I don't see them, so... These terminals display the data sent here round the clock by the operators. The guy's in the lobby, right? Alright, let's actually talk to this guy. Yeah, this game is bizarre. Redwood? What do you want? Let's ask him about him. My commanding officer is the chief. My compatriots are the guys you see around you. You're neither of those. I don't have to answer your questions. You're like the little dog that won't stop barking at your ankles. Go show him around the Kabuki Quarter. It's right up his alley. What's he talking about, Jonathan? Damn you. Nothing. Forget it. The owner's... Wait, what? Hold on. Something about the owner is distracting. I love you too, Smegma man. Like, what? I mean, that's gotta be some liberties taken by the translator. I'll say it again. I'm not obligated to talk to either of you. I don't have to talk to anyone outside AP. That includes you, Ed. He's a totally different person from the plane. That, in case you haven't figured it out, that was an act. An act? We can modify our personalities anytime we need to. Not a nickname a dude wants, no. All part of our training. Lorraine? Who's that? Don't know anyone called Lorraine. He really is like a completely different person. Yeah, I doubt he would be more polite, but I wonder if he would have mocked us about the Kabuki Quarter. Like, there's so many things here, it's like, I don't know how much of this is just, like, right in there. Like, would he have brought that up anyway? Or is it because I slapped the stewardess's boobs around a little bit? Not my department. I don't know anything. On the spaceplane, you said you'd gone to visit some family on home or something, didn't you? Wasn't work-related. It was personal. I don't have to explain myself to you. Answer the question. I don't remember saying anything like that. Why is that even an option? I mean, speaking of the spaceplane, you should have seen this guy. He was feeling up one of the stewardesses. Like, he wouldn't say that if I hadn't done that, I assume. That true, Jonathan? No, of course not. You taking him to Kabuki Quarter yet? You been there already? What the hell are you talking about? Why would we go to a place like that? Whatever. See if I care. What I wouldn't give for a couple minutes alone with this guy. Okay, let's show him the Hojo photo. Who are they supposed to be? I told you on the plane, I don't know them. Do I look like I want to see that? I saw it on the plane. That's cute. Real cute. Cherish your memories, as they say, right? Yeah, Kabuki Corner is definitely gonna be somewhere we're going. Okay, Policenauts photo. Even if you were Policenauts, that was a long time ago. Look at you, you pair of sad old men. You knew I was a Policenaut, didn't you? Sure, I studied my ancient history. Funny. That's what the Policenauts are around here. Right, Astronaut Brown? Anyone can go to space now, but it's Frozeners who protect it. This is our territory. It's so pathetic the way you cling to that. Pathetic? Okay. Are you trying to annoy me? Okay, so we don't need to be talking to him anymore. Let's go talk to the other Master Chiefs here, the other Halos. That's one creepy dude. He didn't even blink there. That's normal for Frozeners. None of them ever blink. Normal? The hell's normal about that? Their eyes contain artificial lenses, too. That makes their eyesight twice as powerful as yours or mine. What about some of them being our kids, huh? I'm not too worried. I mean, what are the chances of them choosing us? You're telling me. God help them if you're the pick of the litter. You're one to talk, Mr. Cosmophobia. Is it just me, or have you got beef with him? Think so? Something happened between you two? I just don't get along with Frozeners. Alright. That may have been what we needed to do. They keep their helmets on even when they're in the station? The helmets are linked to BCP's network. The visor displays a 3D image of whichever data they're working with. Yeah, that's probably all we needed to do. Before we got the forensics results. That's the hangar for AP's EMPS behind the chief. Our mechanics and system engineers are all employees of Tokugawa Heavy Industries. Alright, let's go back to forensics. Sometimes the relationship is rough between fathers and sons. Yeah, the results are in, Jonathan! Gorby delivered again! Gorby! First up, we have the capsules. There we go. PlayStation's really chugging away over there. AID. Auto. Analysis. Identification device. Sorry, Jonathan, but I think you're wasting your time with this. All 4 capsules are new products from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. There's Indomedicine ZL. This is a non-steroidal, anti-inflammatory indole derivative. Fuck, I didn't. Next is Paradison. The cutscene is not playing properly. Fuck, I missed entirely. Then there's High-Phytamine. This is a vitamin B complex. Finally, Fedorazine. This is a semi-synthetic, malady contractually acting antitussive. NSAID, a tranquilizer, vitamins, and cough medicine. Nothing illegal about them. Coincidence, coincidence, coincidence. Nope, just a bunch of pills. Already on the market, too. Then why did Hojo hang on to these? Maybe there's some kind of trick to them? He does work for a drug company. No microfilm inside them or anything, huh? Well, take a look at this. 4 products, ingredients, and chemical compositions. All match the data on file with the government. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but all legit pharmaceuticals have a symbol called a drug identification code on the drug itself or its packaging. Mark on the white side means it's made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, while the numbers stand for the drug's name. The codes and shit all match in accordance with that regulation. Basically, they're completely normal products you find anywhere. There's nothing special about them, nor do they seem to share any commonality. I'm gonna miss something here when it skips forward. That being said, there's one thing that bothers me. This is an enlargement of one of the capsule's codes. You can see it is in fact Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals identification code. But look, part of the Tokugawa crest is missing. You never get mistakes like these with today's technology. Right, it is missing. The missing sections form pairs. 2 of the capsules are missing the left half, while the other 2 are missing the right. Yeah, half a leaf, yeah. Is this gonna... They're not mistakes. That would make them intentional? I don't know if that was supposed to end like that. Maybe these are somebody else's knockoffs. Maybe there's someone else's knockoffs? One other thing. These are 2-part capsules instead of your standard gel caps. 2-part capsules haven't been used in decades. What was Hojo doing with these? Why are they such a big deal? Lorraine died getting them to me. You know Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is somehow connected. One of their employees is missing, and now these capsules. What about the leaf? Thought you had a challenge for us, Jonathan. From a black poppy. Poppy, huh? It's the main ingredient of Narc, the semi-synthetic narcotic. Wow, bit on the nose there. So there is a drug connection. All poppy cultivation was stamped out here years ago. This is probably smuggled from home. That Hojo was involved in poppy trafficking? I wouldn't be so sure. This is a cross-section of the leaf. Normally plants that grow on home always contain air pollutants like nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide. But this is totally clean. It's too perfect. So, what? This didn't come from home? He also found a viroid in it. It's just the leaf spinning around. A viroid? Yup. It's a pathogen that infects plant cells. And this is viroid S, which was found all over Beyond, and only Beyond, 5 years ago. Man, I don't know why these cutscenes are all, like, lagging out like this. Meaning something somewhere here? It was grown somewhere here? No smuggling necessary. So why is there only half a leaf? Beats me! But the cross-section proves it was artificially severed after growth. Some kind of sign from a narc deal? Maybe it has something to do with these drug codes. Narc's gotta be related to Hojo's disappearance. And at the center of it all sits Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. This keeps getting better and better. It's been rumored that Tokugawa is involved with drugs. I suspect we are going to be going there for a narc deal, but no one's been able to prove anything. The chief carried out a big-ass investigation through AP several years back, but it blew up in his face. That's what has Gates so spooked, is it? Can't touch the guy without the goods. That's what he said yesterday. It's way less cut and dried than I thought. Who knows who else could be a target? I say we pay a visit to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, where Hojo works. I'm sure we'll learn something. That's fine, but we need to watch how we handle this. Now I can thank them in person. They got rid of my SAS. Any more questions? You've been offered Canadian citizenship through marriage. Why do I think it's not that simple? Let's... Victor? I'm listening. Let's ask about Narc. Oh god, my nose is super itchy right now. Because it never is. It's a drug that first became popular with astronauts for relieving the pressures of the job. Welcome back, Iron Yoshi. It's since spread across beyond and the rest of space. A semi-synthetic narcotic created through supercomputer drug design. Black poppy opium still serves as its base. Even a couple milligrams could be enough to kill you. It's difficult to detect in drug tests because it's taken in such small amounts. That's why it's so hard to prosecute users. They just need to look harder, that's all. We've had ways of detecting trace amounts of drugs for a long time. RIA testing, for example. Well, that's true, yeah. Some screeners just stopped trying. Anyway, that's one of the reasons narc becomes so popular. People know the chances of being caught are next to none. Narc is made by first extracting opium from black poppy pods. After that, you combine it with a synthetic drug made from pethidine and other compounds. And then to that, you add a hallucinogen. You end up with the effects of a natural drug, a synthetic drug, and a hallucinogen. One horrific combination. Yeah, the bloody outfit's a little much. Some people call it the drug of the 21st century because of the way it was developed. It's been nearly 250 years since Certainer first isolated morphine from opium. I don't know what that name is. I think it's Certainer, and I guess that's a real person's name who isolated morphine. You can blame all the advances of modern pharmacology for that monster. The number of narc users continues to grow every year. Just as big a problem on Beyond as anywhere in space. Okay, how about the black poppies? The black poppy is a delicate plant, similar in ways to some orchids. Cultivating them would require a lot of money, effort, and the right technology. It's more than a one-man operation. It isn't easy growing black poppies in space. That's why the Mafia gave up on it several years ago. You couldn't grow them in such a harsh environment without adequate facilities. So the Mafia isn't behind this? We can't say for sure, but it's not one of their main areas of interest. You'd need the most up-to-date equipment to do it. Wouldn't be like bootlegging during Prohibition. The risk would be too great. It wouldn't be good business. Sir Tuner. Okay, yeah. So I'm the actual guy who developed morphine, I guess. But nevertheless, someone's responsible for it. Right. Then who the hell is it? Okay, let's ask about Tokugawa. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals is Tokugawa Group's biggest moneymaker after Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Tokugawa Electronics, and Tokugawa Construction. They were one of the first companies to expand into space development. They developed the first made-in-space versions of drugs like interferon and urocanase. They were practically an overnight success. The development of their immunosuppressive wonder drug, cypuloidine, used in organ transplants, revolutionized pharmacology. That's the aid. It's just the face of that computer thing. Interferon is a real thing made on Earth. It's got a fake space name, though. Though, of course, the development of mass transplantation, where you mask the organ's antigens with antibody fragments and avoid post-op rejection, ended the need for it. It's too bad DM isn't here. Okay, we've asked all about that shit. Wait, did we... They lead the pharmaceutical industry not only on Beyond, but throughout space. Because I'm saying all these drug names weird. Their work with the cancer drug, paclitaxel, their SAS medicine, calcium foods, their list of successes goes on and on. They've had a lot of good results, but you don't hear very nice stories about what goes on behind the scenes. I said before it isn't easy growing black poppies in space, but I bet you they could do it. It would only be a question of developing the technology. Why don't you try going over there? Yeah, that seems like a good plan. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, back. There we go. Yeah, drugs. Okay, so I guess we should go back to Vice. See you later. We're back at Vice. Oh, right. Fuck. I forgot I wasn't supposed to look at his nose. So. Let's ask him about Narc. It's not easy getting Narc off the streets. AP's been on it, but it might be too big a thing even for them. The island would be a whole lot safer if we could wipe out Narc. Okay. Yeah, what is it? Let's ask her about Narc as well. Even though this is technically Vice, AP handles everything Narc. We could never deal with something like that on our own. Seems like a hell of a problem. You guys feel the same way, huh? It's not just them. All Beyonds would tell you the same thing. Chief hates Narc more than anyone I know. Why's that? Yeah, since when? Why would you especially hate Narc? I don't know what she's talking about. If you could solve the Narc problem, they'd probably give you the Nobel Peace Prize. Reminds me of a point-and-click horror game. It's more, I mean, it's like a point-and-click adventure, visual novel kind of thing. Let's go back. So yeah, let's move to the lobby. I'm assuming from the lobby I can leave. It's the lobby. Yeah, okay, we had to go to the lobby to go outside. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, with occasional shooting. So, ready to head out? Where's our ride? You can use one of the squad cars over there. Can you take this for a joyride? Appropriate for the colony age, huh? This is almost like a robot compared to the Yuri I tested. Have I played Don't Escape before? I have not. This is our latest model. All vehicles on Beyond are required to be non-polluting. 100% zero emissions, 6 parts electric, 4 parts solar. Solar is electric though. So no gas stations here? Not unless you count charge stations. They even recover all battery heavy metals after use too. It's an official BCP squad car. It's being fully charged. We won't have to stop while we're out. Alright, let's go. Our car is the one next to that one. Oh, okay. Sure, fine. It's the one next to that one. Let's go to Hojo's house first. No can do. We don't know where he lives. Okay, cool story then. What do you mean? Can't you just look it up? We can't access any data on Tokugawa employees. Absolutely everything related to Tokugawa is protected by law as trade secrets. None of it's available to the public. What fucking year is this? Alright, let's go to fucking Tokugawa then. Get in! Surprised they let you behind the wheel. Relax, these ain't the sports cars you get on home. They're more the pussy variety. They're smart cars, loaded with a computer support system. That's a slight relief. Whee! What's going on? That's their latest patrol system. They can cover the entire colony in half an hour with those. While me and you ride around in this, let's just call it doing things our way. Wait, what? Let's just call it doing things our way. Oh, I see. They're saying, while they can fly around half the colony in some amount of time, we can drive around in this. Call it our way. Yeah, really is a Gundam. Can't smoke here, Jonathan. In the car? Smoking's prohibited throughout the colony. You guys a bunch of health nuts? You barely give off any secondary smoke. Look, you're not on home. Smoking's a serious offense here. You can't become a lung donor either. This is like 2037 or something? Who said I was gonna light it? Or 2027? Since when did it something you anyway? I'm not bothering anyone. Yeah, you'd think they would have taken it in customs. Pretty soon he won't even need to suck on it. Yeah? Yeah, just you watch. Yeah, it's like 2030, roughly. Yeah, 2038 seems about right. Although, well, but it's probably like 2039 because it was at least a year after, because he said his muscles needed to come back. This is Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals R&D headquarters or something. No better place to start. So yeah, it's like 2039 or maybe 2040 because he said it took him like a year for his muscles to come back because they were all atrophied after the 25 years. And then I'm assuming this wasn't like right after he came back, so I imagine it's probably like 2040. Where's all the chrome? The building's nameplate. It says Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals Research and Development Facility. It's written in Japanese too. Okay, there's the logo. That's Tokugawa Aoi, the Hollyhawks. Aoi? I don't know. Some Japanese word, I guess. It's the Tokugawa Group's logo, borrowed from the Tokugawa family crest. Look how big they've got it up there. You can't miss it. Seems a little weak for a corporate logo. Could have done with more time at the drawing board. Lamppost. Looks like a lamppost. That type of lamp has a built-in light sensor with automatic cutoff. All energy on Beyond is conserved wherever possible. Nothing goes to waste. It'll come on automatically when it gets dark. Funny looking building. It's like some kind of palace or something. I've seen this design before in ancient Japanese architecture. Okay, how about this tree here? Look at all the trees they got here. It's almost a small forest. Jonathan, these trees are privately owned. They all belong to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. How do you know? All plants on Beyond have control plates on them since they're monitored by computer. Bet these cost a fortune. Flagpoles without flags on them, I know. That's a flagpole. They raise the Tokugawa flag and the Japanese national flag on Japanese holidays. I have to laugh whenever I see a company with its own flag. Little pond over here. All the trees make drugs, yeah. Look, they got fish in here. They're koi. It's not uncommon for Japanese to spend money on things like this. Definitely don't skimp on amenities around here. Well, this is a space colony. It isn't like home. You have to stimulate the economy any way you can. There's a pond with koi in it. You look at the bag of skulls, you see a duck. Just a duck skull. Okay, let's head inside, I guess. This appears to be the front entrance. Hey, it's open. Let's go. Let's head inside. This is the Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals Research and Development Facility. Entry of unauthorized personnel is strictly forbidden. What's your business here, gentlemen? He must be a security guard here. He's a little short, but he's well built. Looks like the kind of guy who's done a martial art before. Hey, what do you think you're doing? He's Asian. They say Tokugawa hires mostly Asians. Asians tend to stick together wherever they go. Just look at all the Chinatowns you get on home. Japanese don't need to make an effort to group together on Beyond. They practically run the entire place themselves. What do you guys want? These are typical jock. Real straightforward. What do you guys want? Look, this isn't a museum. Okay, fine, we'll talk to you. We're with BCP. We'd like to talk to you about an employee of yours called Kenzo Hojo. The police? Oh, so that's it. I'm Michael Saito, one of the security guards. How can I help you? Let's ask about Hojo. A man by the name of Kenzo Hojo does work here, correct? Yes, Mr. Hojo is one of our employees. He's been here a number of years. A lot longer than me, anyway. As it happens, we've been asked to look for him. Is that so? Well, I'll try and help however I can. We'd appreciate it. The company had told us to keep quiet for the time being. You know, PR reasons. The media got wind of it, they'd have a field day, huh? Put it lightly. There's always someone waiting to take a shot at us. So, when did you last see him? I guess it's been 3 weeks now? He just stopped coming in one day. No one's heard from him since. He'd drive me crazy, believe it or not. You guys' family asking about him. Meanwhile, the company tells you not to say anything. His family's been asking about him. Where does Hojo live? The most exclusive area of Tokugawa Hills. You can't miss it. Huge place at the end. Tokugawa Hills, huh? That's a high-priced residential area. A lot of Japanese live there. All Tokugawa-related information is protected by law, right? I think anyone desperate enough could get hold of an address. Well, it's not like I didn't have a clue where he might live. It's just better to get their permission. You have any idea what happened to Hojo? Well, he was a real workaholic. Maybe all the stress finally got to him. He was holed up in here almost non-stop in the weeks before he disappeared. He could have gone back home. A lot of terrestrials do that. You mean return syndrome? That's when someone who can't cope with living on Beyond anymore leaves their family and job behind and disappears to home. Happens a lot in our company since we have so many Japanese employees. Japanese people can be like that. It's so bizarre. I'm sure there would have been word if he'd been involved in an accident or something. Maybe he really did just want to get away from this place. Okay. Let's ask about Hojo's job. What does Hojo's job involve? He's head of DDS development here and also the sales rep for DDS products. The latter involves distributing information to hospitals and doctors about new drugs developed here. Anyone else work with him? Mr. Hojo ran just about the entire thing himself. Research, development, and marketing. I heard he had several assistants before, but they all left. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's saying all these weird specific things about Japanese people, but yeah, it is made by a Japanese guy. So, like, and also they've said, like, basically everyone on this colony is Japanese, or, like, a majority of people here are Japanese. So it's kind of, like, weird. He did it all himself? Yeah, at least nowadays. Only a very select number of extremely intelligent people work here. But still. It's like this. Our company is very paranoid. Mr. Hojo's work in particular is highly classified, even within the company. Who's taken over for him? All DDS work was suspended after Mr. Hojo's disappearance. Who knows when it'll start back up? How did Hojo seem before he disappeared? Anything unusual about him? He just finished work on a new product. Everything went well as far as I know. Did he appear worried about anything? If he's worried about anything, I'd say it'd be his daughter more than his work. His daughter? Let's ask about Hojo's daughter. He said she was very ill, that she needed a bone marrow transplant, something like that. Her name's Karen. He said drugs couldn't cure. Cruel irony for him. Mr. Hojo loves his daughter very much. He never stopped thinking about her. He would always talk about how great she was, and beautiful. Shame she has such a serious illness. Okay, how about the DDS? What's this DDS you mentioned? It stands for Drug Delivery System. DDS development looks at new ways to deliver drugs. Before, all drugs had to go through the process of absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. That meant, the guard seems to know an awful lot about what he was working on. That meant only a small portion of the drug ever reached the target area. You with me so far? So So the goal of any DDS product is to ensure the necessary amount of a drug is present in the target area at all times. You get all that? Not really. They did this in the past through ribosomes and microspheres. In the case of cancer drugs, for instance, there are numerous side effects. This guy's a walking encyclopedia. In other words, a DDS treatment is like a targeting system that sends a drug exactly where you want it to go. It's also called the missile treatment. So it delivers the drug straight to the diseased area. Is it accurate? Of course. What's more, you can also control how much is released and when it's released. The artificial bones made out of bioactive cement used in people with osteoporosis and certain rheumatic disorders are also a type of DDS. Jeez, what isn't DDS? It covers a wide area, yes. Injections and oral medications can be DDS as well. Though I should mention that we don't conduct research on prodrugs or anti-drugs here. Alright, let's ask you about the new product. What's this new product Hojo was working on? All I can tell you is it's the newest product in our DDS line. Sorry, officers, but the rest is classified. There's a lot of competition in this industry, and I have a job to keep. Please, if I told you anything, my job would be the least of my worries. Can't you give us something? Even the littlest detail could help. We won't tell anyone you talk to us. Well, all I'll say is its codename is K9. K9. Okay, how about the facility? What is it you guys do here? This is Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals Research and Development Facility on Beyond. Yeah, right? He told us like all sorts of shit. And this is the security guard, the like receptionist dude. Everyone's gonna turn into dogs. Yeah, it's the dog. It's the dog drug. Main focus here is our DDS work. Wait, so hold on. Hojo was the only guy working on DDS, but the main focus in this building is our DDS work. The other area of interest is the factory where we manufacture drug samples. Mention everything I can. The rest is top secret. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals pioneered maiden-space drug development. We're now the world leader in pharmaceutical technology with a track record that speaks for itself. We're one of the true colony age businesses. I suppose our Japanese management style is one of the reasons for our success. We're also involved with the production of designer foods and functional foods. The company holds large shares in markets beside pharmaceuticals. I'm sure you have more relevant questions than that. Okay, let's ask about him. Are you an actual Tokugawa employee? Or are you with a security company? I was originally an assistant here, but with my physique they decided to put me on security. I'm still an official employee. That's how I hold a certain level of knowledge about our operations, okay. At least they explained why he knew so much. Couldn't call me an expert anymore, though. But also, that's a reassignment. We're on the other side of the house, but you can still hear Mola Rife yelling snarky things at the screen. Yes, I'm a Beyond, born and raised here on the colony. My parents are Japanese terrestrials. You look like you're in pretty good shape. You do any sports or anything? I've practiced judo and karate for a number of years. Why do you want to know so much about me? Let's show him the Hojo photo. Yes, that's Mr. Hojo. The woman next to him is his wife. He has the same photo in his work area. Hope we can find him for his family's sake. This guy will pin us down and show us his dick. Okay, that's definitely Mr. Hojo. This is you, isn't it? What does this have to do with Mr. Hojo? She actually does resemble Mr. Hojo's wife a little. Can we stick to business here, officers? Okay. I know that picture. Our president was one of the Policenauts, so we see it a lot. Okay. Is that a security camera there? Surveillance camera. Lately, they've been able to put security camera monitoring under computer control. We've got over 50 cameras here. They're all monitored by computers, so nothing gets past them. Don't go wander around, you hear me? Hello, DDS lab. That must be the DDS lab. That's the DDS room. That's where DDS R&D takes place. More or less Mr. Hojo's personal lab. It's okay with you. I'd like to take a look inside Hojo's lab. For our investigation. Please. There might be some clues. You guys are crazy. Tell us something we don't know. Better listen to him. He can be a real pain in the ass. We don't want any trouble here. We won't be long. God damn it. Come on, shake a log. Oh, yeah, that actually was a leg. Fine, but only the DDS room. Don't tell anyone about it. I'm a Beyond. The company found out I'd get fired and blacklisted everywhere. No one's gonna find out. I'll unlock the door. Here it is. No one's touched anything since Mr. Hojo disappeared. You be sure and do the same. I'm gonna... Why does the security guard uniforms always look the same? Shaking a log is beyond slang for taking a poo, yeah. Colors of our uniforms change depending on your clearance. They get darker the higher up you go. They're not looking close enough. This color is a standard clearance level. The only area I can enter is the DDS room. The DDS room is standard clearance? That's your ID card? Every room in the building requires an ID. You can't go anywhere without one. Sir? He's even more intimidating when he stands up. What do you want to know? Actually, don't want to know anything. I just actually meant to look at his badge. This card is used throughout the group. Every employee has one. Fade to black for the president, yeah. Even his uniform's got the Tokugawa logo on it. You see this everywhere you go here. Everybody knows it. We got a lot of different machines here. Just what you'd expect for a place like this. Mr. Hojo used these in his research. I don't know what's what, to tell you the truth. There's a master slave manipulator here. Those cost a lot of money. Sure do. Nothing but the latest and greatest. It's not easy getting your hands on this stuff. Big difference from Victor's stuff. Alright. Let's look at this picture, which is presumably the one... He's got a 2D photo here. Yeah. Mr. Hojo always keeps pictures of his family around. That's unusual for a Japanese in the workplace. That's his wife next to him. He talked about her a lot. This is the same photo Lorraine gave me. As you can probably tell, Mr. Hojo was a jealous guy. He was very protective of his wife. What's this crawling over the fence in the background? Oh, we can't. Lorraine. That's Mrs. Hojo. Kenzo Hojo. He seems like a down-to-earth guy. Where could he be? How about this giraffe neck? I don't think she was as happy as she tried to look. Okay. Nothing new there. It's all medical texts and pharmacology files. I wouldn't have a clue what they say. Okay. Very advanced equipment. Please don't touch any of it. Okay. How about this thing back here? That's a petition. When DDS development first started, this area was quite big. Each K-series product had its own team. These were used to separate them. Recently, K-series development has become more secretive, so only Mr. Hojo is involved. We don't really need these anymore. Okay. How about these on the wall? This plate has holograms of various K-series products. They're all Mr. Hojo's work. K3 is a DDS that mimics contact lenses. Uses a transmucosal delivery system where the drug is absorbed through the ocular mucous membranes. This is the first product in our DDS line. It gathered a lot of attention at the time. Okay. K5 is a DDS that takes the form of a patch. Uses a transdermal delivery system where the drug is absorbed through the skin. So it's like an ordinary electroporation patch. The advantage of a transdermal system is you can supply the drug for several weeks with one application. In the past, it was mainly used for delivering nitroglycerin and angina medication. They also use it to treat osteoporosis and asthma now. K6 is a DDS where the drug is absorbed through the buccal mucous membranes. Frequently used to treat problems like stomatitis. one's a little different from the others. Having no food sucks. It's definitely not great. That's a mosquito-type micro machine that we tried to use for administering injections. The medical establishment fiercely opposed it, however, so right now it's only used for drawing blood in certain cases. Companies used to make a number of self-propelled micro machine capsules for certain parts of the body, but it was too difficult making them the right size for the circulatory system. Micro machines aren't very common in medicine, at least when it comes to the general public. The use of nanomachines is even further down the line. Nanomachines, son. What's this blank space for? That's reserved for K9. We haven't revealed it to the public yet. Yeah, food banks are definitely for the best. We haven't revealed to the public yet. We're still gathering data at the moment. So this is Hojo's latest success. This is where K9's gonna be added. I didn't think I got rid of nanomachines. That's Mr. Hojo's whiteboard. There we go. Oh, that's right. He was a real methodical guy. I always wrote down his schedule there. This is writing? Yes, that's definitely Mr. Hojo's. Hojo would have disappeared on the 15th. 15th. Something's written down for that day. Is this Japanese under the 100? Yes, that says sets. Okay, we got the 15th, K9, 100 sets, BCCH. What's BCCH? Hospital we do business with. What do you suppose the scribble at the bottom is? Looks a bit like a paw print. Back up. 100 sets of K9. Thought K9 wasn't on the market yet. Why would this hospital be getting 100 sets of it? Once a new product's been approved, we conduct studies until its release. Not to look for side effects. Just gather data from manufacturing and marketing purposes. Still, 100 sets? Seems a bit much. I think we're better off asking at the hospital. Where do you make your samples? At factory, here. Can we take a look inside? Absolutely not. Okay, well, there's still this very obvious machine, computer here that we need to look at. What's this? That's the Tokugawa Group's network terminal. It's called the T-Gear 99. All the computers in the group are connected via network. It's used by employees for correspondence and work. Special type of hardware, not available to the public. If this wasn't connected to the network, it'd be totally useless. It's a T-Gear 99. The Tokugawa Group's network terminal. Okay, let's use it. Mind if we check it out? I can't permit that. You would have access to classified information. Of course, you'd need to pass security checks before you could get online anyway. Can't use it, officers. Okay, so sounds like... Wait, what is this thing? Oh, okay. Sounds like we gotta go check out the hospital. Look at these wires on the floor, though. Can't have a lab without chairs. These are Mr. Hojo's chairs. I guess it helps having more than one. One of the chairs Mr. Hojo used. Okay. Finished? Yeah, I think we're done here. Can I boop you on the nose? He's got piercing eyes and a square jaw. He's an intimidating character. Definitely not the kind of face you'd want running a business. Can you tickle his ear? Look, he's got cauliflower ears. He must be into some serious training for them to get like that. Alright, you've got them cauliflower ears. What's going on down here with this little bit of blue? This color is the standard clearance level. The only area I can enter is the DDS room. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna leave. Why don't we keep looking around here? We might have missed something. Let's see what he knows about BCCH. Oh, okay. We need to ask him about BCCH. Sir? What is it? Let's ask, I guess he told us about BCCH, but we didn't explicitly ask him about it. BCCH stands for Beyond Coast Central Hospital. The biggest hospital on Beyond, making it the biggest single market for us. Yeah, I'm familiar with it myself. Several of our employees work from there. We have a very close relationship. We get most of our product data from them. Hey, Takarash. The importance of our relationship with BCCH can't be understated. Least of all Mr. Hojo's work there. BCCH is easily the biggest hospital in the colony. Okay, cool. Now can we go to BCCH? Let's check things out here a little more, Jonathan. Why don't we ask him about what Hojo was doing on the 15th? Okay, sure. Let's ask him about the 15th. So according to the whiteboard, Hojo, on the 15th of last month, went to BCCH, right? He left just after lunch and never came back. That's the last time I ever saw him. See you, Yoshi? So we know Hojo went to BCCH that day. Hopefully we can pick up the trail there. Okay. Now can we leave? Is that enough now? That is enough. I'd say we got what we came for. Shall we get going? Remember, I never showed you around. Not kidding. You can trust us. Thanks for your help. We're outside Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Okay. Let's, drive. Could also theoretically go to Hojo's house now? Ready to do this? Hojo's house. What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Jonathan, we're already in this now. It's too late for that. Yeah, we have to do this. I know. Hojo's house. Lorraine's house. Yeah, so I mean, they wanted us to go to BCCH, but I'm going to go to Hojo's house first. Whew. Man, I'm yawning a lot. Look at that sun. Hojo residence. This must be the place. So this is where Lorraine lives. I guess we'll be talking to their daughter, Karen. Karen's a famous news anchor with BBC. Karen Hojo, you've heard of her, right? Lorraine told me about her. Was that her I saw before? She's a spitting image of Lorraine. Lorraine's daughter. Remember, Jonathan. It's been 30 years. No, it only feels like 3 to you, but try to understand how it is for everyone else. Oops. You can't see inside for the adjustable glass. It's a colony shaped like a cylinder. Normally both neighbors are able to see inside your house. It's one of Beyond's biggest problems. Look at all the windows they have. This place faces the central axis. It must have a nice view. You wouldn't normally have so many windows. These windows are made from adjustable glass. You can't see in at all. Okay, I just wanted to look at the house in general. The building's got a hint of Japanese architecture. It imports a lot of curtains, yeah. This is just stunning. You don't see so many houses this big on Beyond. Especially ones with non-standard architecture. Non-standard architecture? All residential buildings on the colony have to follow certain architectural regulations. Even if you own the land, you can't just build anything you want. Sounds like fun. So is this place breaking the law? They'll get away with it because they're with Tokugawa. They make exceptions then. It's a magnificent structure. Well, out of reach for people like us. It's a real extravagant construction. Extravagant meaning wasteful. Extravagance is one of the biggest luxuries here. Space Oasis, yeah. Can you really call this extravagant? This is like cramming a couch into a spaceship. Okay, let's just... It's the front door. There's a doorbell next to it. And there's a security camera, too. Let's ring the doorbell. You ready? I'll ring the doorbell. Who is it? We're with BCP. May we speak with you a minute? The police. I mean, the police. Just a moment. May I see your badge? Hold it up to the camera. This okay? This must be... Lorraine! I mean, Karen? Yes, I'm Karen Hojo. And you are? Jonathan Ingram. It's you, isn't it? Yes? You asshole! Why can't you just stay out of our lives? You've already caused us enough pain. Please. It's not what I'm here to do, Karen. Lorraine, I mean, your mother asked me for my help on home. Just trying to find her father. Yeah, and look what happened right after she met up with you. Why? Why is this happening to us? It's you, it's always you. Jonathan Ingram. As far as I'm concerned, you're the one who killed my mother. I don't want your help. I'll look for my father myself. Just go. Karen, you got Jonathan all wrong. Fucking out here with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. And you are? I'm at Brown, the Vice Unit. It was like days ago, I think. You know, I used to know your mother too. Jonathan would never want to intentionally hurt any of you. He and I go way back. I've seen for myself how he feels about your mother. I know how she felt. She never forgot you. Always carried your photo with her. Nothing my father said made any difference. Felt so sorry for him. She just couldn't let go. They were always fighting about it. I had to watch all that growing up. I despised you my entire life. I'm sorry, I had no idea. Karen, I can't say I know how you must feel, but you can't blame Jonathan. I like how he's still wearing his fake badge. He'd been lost in space until 3 years ago. Okay, so this is 28 years after 2013. Karen, listen to me. You and your father could be involved in something bigger than you realize. I want to help the both of you any way I can. So 2041? You have to believe him, Karen. You win. Come on, we can talk inside. Thanks. So, where do you want to start? Check this place out. Alright, where do I want to start? Where could I want to start? This is the first time I've seen you in anything low cut, Karen. I was thinking that too, yeah. You always cover up on TV. Yes, it is a news program after all. It's the station's policy. News order isn't some raunchy soap opera. I like to wear something like this at home. I had no idea. About what? They were concealing such considerable assets. This isn't even Jonathan, apparently. This is Ed saying this. So, do you choose your outfits yourself, Karen? Almost all the clothes I wear on camera are CG. Your clothes are CG. I'm not naked during filming, of course. I do wear something. They alter it with CG at the other end. That must be why you always seem to change so fast. They also make slight adjustments to the color of my clothing, depending on my condition and the day's news. Wow, I didn't know they did things like that. My makeup is done with CG as well. You have to excuse my appearance. I just woke before you came. You feeling alright? Yeah, don't worry about me. Okay. So, fascinating that other than that one comment, or that one series of comments, nothing boob related there. Wow, yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that there's some level of restraint shown here. Your hair looks like your mother's when we first met. Your hair's even more vibrant off camera. Keeping long hair is hard work in space. Yeah, I haven't seen many women with long hair here. It explodes under weightlessness. People say it's my most attractive feature, so the station always keeps an eye on it. There's even an insurance policy on it. Now I've heard of everything. If you look that good after just waking up, you'd rule the world. Must be very high maintenance. How about this magic ball? What's this? It's a biosphere. It serves as a model of the Celeste. Celeste stands for Closed Ecological Life Support System. You don't need to give it any food or oxygen. It's totally self-sufficient. Like this model, if the colony's balance were disturbed, it would become unable to support life. That water is filled with a bacteria soup. The temperature is maintained at 25 degrees Celsius. The bacteria oxidize the inorganic waste, producing carbon dioxide and inorganic compounds. Bacteria soup. It's because she's the main Bond girl. Have to work on her, yeah. That's one of Mom's flower vases. She did a lot of flower arranging. They're eating people on the station. Maureen always did like flowers. This isn't a zero-gravity ceramic, is it? That's unusual for Beyond. Right, it's porcelain. Mom probably ordered it from home. Flowers and plants reminded her of home, I'm sure. That's an antique lamp. Twin lamps, I should say. They're connected to the sleep sensors in the sofas. They also have chaos systems, so their lighting changes depending on who's in the room. So this is our color? Yes, they use ambient lighting. Chaos systems. They're cute, don't you think? Let's look at your sweet TV setup over here. Look at this. Man, a high fidelity all-in-one home entertainment system. Employing 3D sound mapping and VR. With this system, composers are able to create a truly immersive sound experience that blows that old surround sound stuff out of the water. It's made by Tokugawa Electronics. Dad was able to get it at a reduced price. The system revolutionized the home entertainment industry. You can set the sound map however you want, right? Yes, that's right. You mean the 3D equalizer. That's it, the 3D equalizer. Sound map automatically adjusts to your location. It's got sensors that detect where you are. What do those speakers belong to? They go with the entertainment system. They use new cordless speakers with biomaterials? Right, it's an infrared system with no dead areas whatsoever. They're ultra thin and you can even decorate them with photos or paintings. Oh, that wasn't the right voice, but yes, but Dad has never been one to do that. They're all-purpose home entertainment speakers. We got them in every room. Speakers are positioned high like that for the 3D sound, right? The idea that this guy's chronologically old enough to be her dad is nonetheless physically her age, and the sure knowledge that they're going to sleep together. There's at least going to be some light touching. Yes, they're also unaffected by any vibrations caused by the walls. You think there's still some 25% chance that he could be her actual dad? That's a makeup stand. Mom gave it to me when I turned 20. In Japanese culture, you're regarded as an adult when you reach 20. The mirror that used to go on top is broken, though. Now I just use it for the drawers. How about these couches, though? Looks like a comfortable sofa. Nice color, too. Yeah, you could call it that. It's one of those chaos sofas. Its feel changes depending on who's sitting on it. You surprised he hasn't slapped her boobs yet? Quiz them about their entertainment systems. Yes, built-in sleep sensors as well, of course. Chaos again. Built-in sleep sensors. Well, I'll be. Yeah. Nope. Alright, let's talk to her. Is it alright if we ask you food questions? What is it? Ask about. We'll start from the top, I guess. Your parents. This can't be an easy thing to talk about, but it is necessary for our investigation. Yeah. Chaos couch, chaos lamps, chaos control. What can you tell us about your parents? My father is a terrestrial who immigrated to Beyond shortly after it was completed. Your mother told me they met at Tokugawa's festival for Japanese people. Yes, that's correct. He said Mom was inconsolable after your accident. Hell yeah. Alright. He devoted himself to her. They married 6 months later. Have a dunk? Have a dunk? I'm assuming you mean Dunkaroos, and it would be the cosmic one, the vanilla with the sprinkles in it and the vanilla crackers. Or cookies, rather. I'm assuming you mean Dunkaroos. Mom couldn't forget you. The stronger Dad's love got, the more his jealousy grew. Be a chaos dunk. The more his jealousy grew. That's when their relationship turned sour. Mom still kept all the pictures she had of you. One day Dad found them and burned every last one. Jesus Christ! Fuckhead. Jesus. She thought he was dead. I think that's totally fine. She had no pictures of you left after that. They argued constantly, but they stayed together for my sake. It's a real Japanese thing to do. Seems like a giant asshole. Honestly, I didn't really understand them myself. Let's ask him about his job. What does your father do at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? All I know is he's involved with developing new pharmaceuticals. Do you understand? And what kind of work is it? I don't know. He never talked much about it. He never discussed his work at home? Not with me, anyway. Did you say anything you might think might help us? Well, one time, I can't remember when exactly, he broke down in tears, saying he wanted to quit Tokugawa. He said, "They tricked me. I hate my fucking job." Holy mackerel. That was it. That was all he said. He never mentioned it again. He never swore, which made it even more unusual. For someone here to say something like that, that's almost unheard of. I don't really know what he did. He was forbidden from discussing his work for confidentiality reasons. He never talked about a certain new product he was working on? No, nothing specific. Fucking job and holy mackerel, yeah. Okay, so that's everything we can ask with a job. It's annoying because sometimes certain lines disappear, and other times it just becomes a repeating thing. Let's ask about his behavior. Did you notice anything unusual about your father's behavior? About your father before he disappeared? He'd been acting kind of strange lately. Maybe things weren't going well at work? Your mother said he would have these breakdowns. Yes, he did, now that you mention it. He's normally a calm person. Yeah, whereas we say fuck all the time on the terrestrial world. I think what he meant was no one on Beyond would say they wanted to quit Tokugawa, as opposed to saying fuck. I think that was what he was getting at. But that's definitely, what you said is definitely how I interpreted it at first. It's like, no one on Beyond swears. Yes, he did. Now that you mention it, he's normally a calm person. So he definitely was different than usual? Yes, he does have a tendency to worry at times, but nothing like that. Please, try to think. Even the littlest thing might make a difference. In what other ways was he different? He'd become very pensive and emotional. He was like somebody else altogether. I think he talked to Mom about something, but he never said anything to me. So Lorraine did know something. Mom didn't tell me anything either. Yeah, except for those times when he's burning everything. But he's burning those things calmly, so... He'd kind of watch out for me when he moved about the house. It seemed like he was avoiding me. Why do you say he was avoiding you? I could tell. He's never been good at hiding things like that. Okay. How about his hobbies? What are your father's hobbies? Hobbies? Well, he likes listening to CDs. CDs? Yeah, he has a lot of CDs he got when he was younger. Unusual, I know. I understand how that is. We come from the same time. That's his only hobby, per se. He doesn't have any friends. So, would he spend his days off here? He was almost never home, since he and Mom didn't get along. Their relationship made him into a workaholic. Whenever he was home, he would spend his time listening to music by himself. Dad's CDs are over on those shelves. Go take a look if you'd like. Yeah, I need to have some water here. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing, though, is that the accident was after they separated. So it's, yeah, like, they weren't married anymore when Jonathan disappeared. Yeah, there's lots of dialogue in this game. This is a game that needs water. Alright, let's ask about Saito. Do you know someone called Michael Saito? He works at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Saito? Saito. No, never heard of him before. That's a Japanese name, right? Actually, I do remember hearing it now. There are a lot of people here with Japanese names, so it could be common. I know for sure I've never met anyone from Dad's work. Even if I did hear the name before, I never met him. Okay, let's ask about Lorraine. It's gotta load that in, because there's gonna be some voice acting here, I guess. Lorraine. A loading symbol there. Why is this taking so long? Uh-oh. I don't like that symbol. Still chugging away there. It auto-saves. It's still trying. But I don't think it's gonna succeed after this amount of time here. Let's give it a little bit more time here. Alright, I'm gonna go like pop the lid and close the lid again. Hey, there we go. About your mother, I held a makeshift funeral for her. She didn't have many friends. It was just me there. Ah, god damn it. Am I gonna have to, like, keep doing that? Full of soup? God damn it. She didn't have many friends. It was just me there. God damn it. It, like, loads a little bit, and then I can, like, open and close the lid. Then it goes a little bit more. This time it didn't work, did it? What the fuck? I might need to burn a new disc. Because it's probably just a bad burn. God damn it. I'm gonna start it burning. Your mom is a bad burn. Well, it's the disc itself that's bad. It's like I don't think it's the like I think it's just the like whatever data at this point in the disc is not gonna load.
let's try burning this again. Make sure it burns as slow as possible. All right, so that's getting started. In the meantime, I will fuck around and see if I can get this loading more. Well, I'm burning it at 4x speed 4 times, which is as slow as you can go. Because the slower you write, the less likely there is for errors. So yeah, I'm gonna just see if I can get this to work still in the meantime, because this will still take a couple minutes. Right, we're at 20% completion here. Certainly is slow burning. Actually, I don't need to hit a button here, do I? Unless your house is just running her in Holo 3D, or CG rather. Yeah, who knows? Ugh. Alright, this is frustrating because everything had been working relatively well yesterday. There was that weird lag earlier, like we must be like getting closer to the inside of the disc or something. She's wearing a lav pack. It kind of does look like that, doesn't it? Like just on the left side there. No sign of a mic, but could be under her hair. That's still going. This is just still chugging away, failing to read or whatever. Yeah, hopefully this new disc works. And hopefully it'll just be able to like transfer over, like it'll recognize it as the same disc. This is annoying. Yeah, like this has to be a burnt disc, because it's translation. It was working fine, but apparently not anymore. It also could just be these CDs that I've got. They could be funny, Because, I mean, I don't know how old these CDs are, and I know burnt CDs don't last forever. So I don't even know what happens if they aren't even burnt. Like, I don't know. I assume they go bad before they're burnt as well. Something about the dye or whatever that's in them just goes off. Chug a chug, says the PS1. So yeah, what else is there here? There's all those CDs in the back that I guess we can look at some point. Is that an owl on the right side? Like a stuffed owl? I think it might... Oh wait, no, that's the vase. Never mind. Looks like an owl though. Then there's the lamps. Some more flowers in the background there, I think. Can't believe that table isn't kotatsu or whatever. Like the... Is that what they're called? The weird Japanese low tables with the heaters underneath them? The blankets? Very odd, and yet also interesting idea. Looks like we're about 60 to 70% done burning. Weird wall underneath the windows. Very, like, industrial looking. Like, it looks like just, like, sheet metal. Yeah, kotatsu, yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't really talked to her for that long. Also, she did open the door and basically tell us she hates us, and then was like, oh, actually, okay, I don't hate you anymore. Nothing but trouble in game form. Yeah, we haven't really talked to this person enough to know any better. It'll be interesting to see what Death Stranding actually ends up being. In the meantime, I've been playing through the Shadow of the Colossus remake for PS4. So now this is the third time I own this, because I own it on PS2, PS3, and PS4 now. And it's pretty fucking excellent still. The weird the control scheme they changed it to, the classic control scheme is weird at the best of times, but I really didn't like the new control scheme they added, but you can change it back to the classic control scheme, so I'm back to my used to the weird controls. But it's also odd because they added in a whole lot of extra dialogue, which just doesn't seem to fit in there quite right to me. But the game itself is still fucking awesome. So, all things considered, that's fine. But yeah, I've been playing through that because just like, yeah, whatever. I've streamed that before, so I don't need... And I've played it like a million times, so it's not like, oh, well, you guys will miss out if I do decide to stream it later. It's not like, oh no, my first impressions. You know, you're not missing out on anything by me playing through it once on my own, at least. Other than, I guess, me getting the achievements. But that is not, or the trophies, rather. That's not anything exciting, so. Looks like this is almost done. Gonna make some awful noise when it finishes, and it's probably gonna be super loud. So apologies in advance. Wait, is it done? Oh, I think it's done now.
Let her off. What happened to her body? It's still on home. I'd sell for just her ashes. Unfortunately, I can't see them allowing her body to be brought into the colony. My father would be devastated if he knew. I missed that line. No luck with him either. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Your mother asked me to look out for you. She said that? Okay, so yeah, so it seems like it's all good again. So this disc is fine. So I suspect what I'll be able to do now, if I encounter any problems with this one, I'll probably be able to switch over to the other one, because it's unlikely that any burned issues are present in the same spots on both. So now that I have 2 copies of this disc, I can probably just swap between them anytime I have problems, if I have problems. If he really loved her, he would have smuggled her ashes up in his cigarettes. Cigarettes, yeah. Just pack it. That's why he's smoking them all. She loved you more. Oh, she loved you more than my father. She was so happy when they found you. But I wasn't very nice to her. I felt sorry for Dad and everything. Mom didn't know very many people. I don't see how she could have had any enemies. Who could have done such a thing? Well, I mean, it's just like I opened the tray and closed it again. Like I was able to switch the disc. Because I mean, PlayStation 1 doesn't have like an actual ejecting disc tray. It's just got the lid, right? And it's just a physical button that opens the lid. So I'm surprised it didn't pop up with like an error message, but I guess it did have the like bomb message in the corner there. But yeah, it's just like I put in exactly the same disc again, so it didn't really care, right? Who could have done such a thing? The police in OLA are treating it as a terrorist bombing. That's ridiculous. Yeah, like if... Yeah, error disk read, fuck you, quit back to main menu, yeah. As opposed to, like, try again. Yeah, I guess that is a little strange that it doesn't, like... It didn't even pop up an error message aside from the little icon in the corner. And it just kept trying to read the disc, so, yeah, I don't know. That's ridiculous. It happened right in front of me. That wasn't some terrorist. It has to be related to your father's disappearance. I'm a news anchor with BBC. We always watch your program at my house. Are you off today? I'm taking some time off because of my health. The news they're showing right now is a CG me. I don't think anyone will be able to tell the difference. Okay, so they just like entirely CG her now instead of just CGing her makeup on and stuff? Let's ask about her illness. Your mother was worried about an illness she said you have. Would you mind telling me about it? I have aplastic anemia. The hematopoietic stem cells, I'm assuming that's an E, in my bone marrow, the ones that create new blood, have become damaged and I can't produce blood cells properly. I can become anemic or get hemorrhages or be more susceptible to infection. Basically, it's a disease where you become unable to produce new blood. Okay, so that's all. Oh, there was a question about its cause. How did you get such a serious illness? Hematopoietic, yeah. How did you get such a serious illness? In my case, it was exposure to cosmic radiation here. I have secondary aplastic anemia. Unlike home, the surface of Beyond gets hit by a good deal of radiation. So they must offer some form of compensation, right? Unfortunately, they haven't set up anything official yet, no. Anti-space groups like the Repatriatists do offer support money, but I don't want to end up being used by people like them. I mean, it's Kojima, it's weird. Like, sometimes Kojima overlooks, like, basic things, but then, like, he has all this super deep detail into, like, a lot of stuff like that. Like, just like, oh yeah, here's just, like, something, and, like, here's all of the information about it. here's like a encyclopedia dump. Let's ask about her treatment methods. How do you treat something like that? Jonathan doesn't need to be told about diseases from cosmic rays. He has all of them. Yeah, that's true. He was out there for 25 years. Someone at your father's work was saying you need a bone marrow transplant? Yeah. Dad talked me into getting immunosuppressive drug therapy. I can see why he wanted me to try it, but it's not doing much. Apparently in moderate to severe cases like mine, hormone therapy has no effect either. That bad, huh? Yeah, too bad there's no system to give a replacement blood. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, what's the difference between pressure and gravity? I mean, I guess then she just has to have the dialysis every 10 days. Although that's also just the version 1 artificial blood, so like, usually need platelets or stem cell transplants. You just got up to the story right there. My only remaining option is a bone marrow transplant. Let's ask about bone marrow transplants. A bone marrow transplant. That's how they got him to make the fake blood. Well, the fake blood was already a thing. Like, that was... That wasn't... Or I don't think that's what he was making. Because the fake blood was, like, already a thing in the past. They replaced my damaged marrow with marrow from a healthy person. But in order to do the transplant, they need marrow from someone with the same HLA type as me. We still haven't found someone with my type. The transplant costs are enormous, too. Ask about transplant costs. The transplant costs, hospitalization fees, immunosuppressants. I don't know where I'm going to get all the money, even if we do find a donor. New prototype that's being used for super soldiers. I mean, bone marrow transplants are extremely hard to find matches, as far as I'm aware, yeah. And yeah, if there's like a... well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, 1 million people seems like pretty low odds, I believe, from what I understand. It's like, yeah, and 1 million people, maybe you have a match, but, like, it's still not super common. Because she's his real dad. I don't know where I'm gonna get all the money, even if we do find a donor. You don't look like you're strapped for cash or anything. It's more expensive than you think. Till recently, my position on the waiting list was 5, which is for people who can't even pay for the transplant. But last month, I finally got some hope. Ask about? Looks like Dad got me moved up. I'm so grateful for everything he's done. Okay. Hojo's disappearance. Do you have any theories about what might have happened to your father? He's not the type of person to disappear and not tell anyone. He must have become involved in something. Did he mention anything in particular before he went missing? Actually, yeah, the word Play-Doh several times. I don't know what he meant by it. I bet Play-Doh is a club in the Kabuki Quarter. Again with this Play-Doh or Pluto, whatever it is. So you don't know what he could have meant by this Play-Doh or Pluto thing? Your mother mentioned it too. Wish I knew. There's nowhere with a name like that here. Maybe it's some sort of code name? Okay, let's show her a Hojo photo. That's a picture of Mom and Dad. Where'd you get it? Your mother gave it to me on home. Yeah, I think I know I'm on the stem cell thing. I think I should be in the bone marrow matching thing as well. I think they kind of do that all at the same time. Trying to salvage something not awfully sexist from this game. Maybe. Well, I mean yeah, they did mention the donor sperm, but then all the frozeners are from frozen eggs too. So like, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the sperm. But yeah, stem cell matches are like even less matchable, as I understand it. Butterstar. Let's show her the Lorraine photo.
Karen.
I brought this photo with me, Karen. Hey, I remember that. I want you to decide what to do with this. What? Why? I can feel your mother's spirit here on beyond. This is where it belongs. I shouldn't have it. Okay. Okay, so we don't have that picture anymore. Let's show her the Policenauts photo. Mom used to show me this. It's a really weird flex. It's like, here, you can have this picture of me and your mom. Brought it with me to prove who I am if need be. Other kids had picture books. I had this picture. She never told me why she showed it to me. Okay. How about now? Okay, well, let's look at these CDs. Maybe there's a Play-Doh CD in here. These are the CD shelves. This is Dad's hobby. Oh, yeah, there probably is a Play-Doh CD in here, and then that'll have some note in it or something. 100% that's how he said it to her. Listening to music is probably his favorite thing in the world besides work. I can see why with this setup. You must enjoy it a great deal. If I'm not hitting on her, then she's totally my kid. He's got almost every genre you could imagine here. CDs are an antique media nowadays. How prescient. Right, but Dad doesn't like the quality you get with optical discs. This is some collection. Your dad seems like a real audiophile. These CDs will use 3D data codes, right? Yes, that's correct. Do you like to put something on? Okay, yeah, so the only thing that's interesting is that cover says Home. Written and performed by La Nakamura. Can we listen to this? Sure, go ahead. Okay, never mind. Cover says Nobody Knows. Written and performed by La Nakamura. Snatcher, One Night in Neo Kobe City, unreleased remix. Written and performed by some guy. You mind if we put this on? No, not at all. Are we gonna play this on Iwi? I haven't even thought to look up a sheet music for this. But yeah. Oh wait, actually, maybe I did. I actually might have downloaded it. If you have not heard it, you should look up the Super Soul Bros cover of One Night in Neo Kobe City. They actually performed that PAX last year? I think that was last... it might have been 2 years ago. No, it was last year, because it was like not long before I played Snatcher. Yeah, this was only released in Japan. We're listening to this all the way through for the record. I think you did listen to that. I think this might be looping. Alright, I guess that's enough. Cover says 28 years, written and performed by Ika-chan. I'm just curious. Okay, so this is like... Interesting little cover there. Cover says, girls, girls, girls. Oops. Okay, yeah, this was the this was the song that played when we were harassing the stewardess on the space plane. We're thinking maybe Jonathan does some inappropriate things with Karen, and then we find out that she is his daughter. That's why it was never released in the US, yeah. Okay, how about this one? Cover says Beyond Coast. Yeah, so these are just the soundtrack. This is your sound test menu here. Oh. Maybe not? Is this a thin CD there? Cover says Shadows. Performed by Tappy. Oops, shit. Okay. I guess that's the same CD there. Cover says, Dear Friend. Yeah, I think that's the music they played when we met Ed. Cover says BCP. Yeah. That's the outside of the BCP music. Cover says Good Humor. Cover says Still Walking. Yeah, we heard that music. Cover says Lavender. This is gonna be... I don't know. Cover says Owlcat. I'm not actually gonna listen to all these now. Cover says Polynet Warriors, The Decade. Cover says Tokugawa. I'm looking for one that says Pluto. Cover says Children of the Dream. Cover says My Love. Okay, I thought that was gonna be the do. Cover says Bike Ride. Cover says Doing Just Fine. Cover says Tokyo Mambo. Cover says Too Late Blues. Cover says Fling Girls. Oops. Okay, that's the same CD. I guess it makes sense because it's all the same color. Cover says Home Sweet Home. Cover says Anna's Theme, Part 1. Alright, let's continue along this way. Cover says Living in the Real World. Maybe this is just the sound test, and maybe this isn't actually any kind of clues in here. Cover says L'amour impossible. Not Made in Texas. Mist. That's still Mist. Past Year at Sunset Beach. You're annoyed it's not alphabetical order. Cover says Old LA 2040. I thought that was going to be the other song. Criminal Investigation, Part 1. Oops. No. Magic Subway. This one doesn't have a title. It's a blank CD case. Maybe it's from a private collection of his? Can we listen to this? Here we go. What's with this one? There's no music. Weird. It's just noise. It's just a bunch of noise, too. It's a blank CD case. Maybe it's from a private collection of his? We can't take it?
Nothing but noise. Maybe it's broken? Maybe we need to come back with a different player or something? The cover says first triangle. It is interesting that we're getting the soundtrack this early. Yeah. Or maybe it isn't this early. That's someone's boob, yeah. Femme fatale. Calling your name. Okay, I was thinking that could have been Hannah's Theme Part 2. Thinking that could have been the other song. Cover says Policenauts Warriors. Go for it, Yoshi. Mission 307. Tappy's Works. Written and performed by Tappy. That's true, yeah. Well, I don't know if I wasn't supposed to be here, but yeah, it did seem like I was supposed to go to BCCH first. There's a chance of encountering a Snatcher cutout in the shooting range. That's interesting. Cover says Nakamura Blues. Legendary Faces. I think this is the same one here, yes. Cover says Love Theme. Okay. Cover says Beyond Morning. Sweet Hippo. Alright, this one's Arabesque. Memoire de la Neige. Reunion. And finally, Chase. Okay, so yeah, there's just this one. Maybe if we go back, maybe we'll be able to be like, hey, what's the deal with that fucking CD? Talk. Karen? What is it? Ask about... I probably wasn't satisfied with that kind of husband. I should have read this out loud, but you saw Dad's collection. Plenty there to keep him busy. Ask about that fucked up CD. Okay, well. Yeah, I suspect... Oh, we can go to Hojo's room, so maybe we can find a player in there. Does your father have a room he uses for himself? A room? I suppose his study. Wow, he has a study? Yes. Maybe take a look inside? Yeah, maybe we can find a CD player or something in there. Sure, follow me. This is my father's Japanese study. It's got those mats on the floor. I don't remember what those are called, but the like dojo mats. That's Japanese colored paper, or origami. Dad wrote one of his favorite words on it. What does it say? Udo. It means the high road. He always used to say, one should always walk the high road. Will they tell us what these are called? What's this on the floor? Ah, tatami mats, that's what they're called. These are tatami mats. We lay them on the floor of Japanese-style rooms, or washitsu like this one. These ones aren't real straw, though. They smell nice. They say tatami mats have become more popular as a result of the eco-boom. Teleported and still hasn't moved. Okay, how about whatever the fuck this is on the desk? What's this card? It's his ID badge. It looks like Dad's ID card. I think that was a spare he made. He always was a careful person, and then he leaves his ID card on the desk. Looks like the one the guard at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals had. Would you mind if we borrowed this card? No, go ahead, but please don't let his work find out about it. They'd be furious if they knew he'd done something like that. Okay, so we got ourselves a card. What's in these drawers? There was Sumi and Suzuri in them before, but they're empty now. There was what? Sumi and Suzuri. Ink and inkstones. Use them in calligraphy. Dad hadn't been using the drawers lately, so there's nothing in them. Those are Japanese family crests. I never understood why Dad had that here.
There are explanations under each crest. The Tokugawa logo comes from their family crest, right? He had to have a reason for putting this here. Well, let's look at the Triforce one. Let's see what it says. Sun Hojo. The Hojo Uroku, or scales. It says the scales came from a dragon. This isn't my father's family crest. Even though his family name is Hojo, it's not the actual crest he uses. This is speaking in general terms. There's a legend about its origin. One night, the regent of Kamakura, Tokimasa Hojo, went to pray for the prosperity of his descendants at Enoshima, when a half-human, half-snake woman appeared before him and gave him 3 scales. Yeah, family high rule. The legend of Hojo. He tried to ensure that prosperity by making the scales into his family crest. So those are snake scales? Oh. Okay, good. Takatsuna Sasaki. The Mayui? This belongs to the Omigenji clan, of which Sasaki was a member. It's supposed to represent a dying pattern. Or so I heard. This is the OBS logo. Let's see what it says. Hideki Kobayakawa, the crest of the Katori family. That actually is like the OBS logo. Originating from the Katori Shrine in Chiba Prefecture. The Katori Shrine also uses the Goshi Chinokiri, a Paulownia flower pattern. That's what I heard anyway. Let's see what this one says. Nagamasa Asai. Ken Hanabishi inside Mitsumiri Kiko, or flower. Diamonds inside 3 tortoise shells. This is from the Itsukushima Shrine in Hiroshima Prefecture. It came from the... Hiroshima, rather. It came from the shape of a large boulder in front of a subordinate shrine. Or so I heard. Dosan Saito, the Nadashiko, or fringed pink, says he was the one who originally made this flower into a crest. Okay. That one's short. Iyatsu Tokugawa, the Tokugawa Aoi, or hollyhocks. Says this became the Matsudera family crest from their relationship with the Kamo shrines, and was later inherited by Tokugawa. We have them to thank for that putrid logo. Okay. Toshi Maeda, the Kaiga Umabachi, or Kaiga Plum Blossom. Maeda designed this to stand out from all the other plum crests that were around at the time. Some people think he was descendant of the Sugihara family, or so I heard. Mitsunari Ishida, the Kuyo. Says the Kuyo were heavenly bodies originally used for fortune-telling in ancient India. This looks somewhat familiar. Yeah, I can't think of anything. I don't know. Okay. How about this? That's a hang scroll. Or a kakachiku. Is it a talisman? It's a Japanese custom to decorate the alcove with art and writing. What's in the alcove? Is that your mother's? Yes, that's the Butsudan. I just wish we could get her body back. It's next to impossible to bring a body into beyond. It's important to me since Mom was part Japanese. I'm responsible for your mother's death. She came to me for help. But I turned her away. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sure she was happy she got to see you again, though. You can take some comfort in that. This is actually the Hojo family altar. Never imagined I'd need to use it for this so soon. How about this plant? Is this artificial? No, it's real. It's a home fern, if I remember right. This is a nice pot, too. Mom took good care of it. You don't come across this variety very often on Beyond. Now that we're in a more private place. Okay. How about this bracelet here? What are those? These are medical bracelets. My doctor told me that these will prevent post-op rejection and also lower my chances of getting graft versus host disease. They don't act against my hematopoietic stem cells, so they won't make my condition worse. Okay, what are we missing here? Let's look at... Is this adjustable glass? That's shoji glass. It's made to resemble shoji. It's high-tech glass that lets you control the permeability of light. Shoji are Japanese screens or doors made of Japanese paper called washi. Doesn't break as easily as real shoji since it's glass. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought she was... Well, she got bumped up on the list, but yeah, I thought she was still waiting. I mean, it's... We're still searching for clues. We're searching Hojo's office here for clues as to... We don't know who killed anyone, but we're getting information about said people. Karen, you seem... How should I put it? Different in person than on TV. You're still just as charming, of course. Maybe it's the CG. It's to cover up my complexion. My illness gives me a pale complexion. I had no idea. You look fine on TV. Maybe we can talk to her about something in here. Nope. Nothing interesting in here. Show her the ID card. I hope that can help somehow. I mean, I guess now that we have the ID card, maybe that's all we needed in this room. Yeah, I think that might be everything we can do in here for right now. You've been a very big help, Karen. I'm sorry about everything, Karen. I have to know the truth. Promise me something, will you? I want you to tell me whatever you learn about my father. I don't care how bad it is. I'll pay you whatever Mom was supposed to. Okay, we promise. But this isn't about money. Your mother asked me to do this. This is for her. And me. Is it okay if I call you Jonathan? Sure. Jonathan, I was out of line earlier. I apologize. Karen, given what happened to your mother, you could be in danger too. Don't hesitate to call the police if you see anything suspicious. I can send someone over. Thanks. Take care, Karen. Oh, Jonathan? Yeah? That's your cigarette. I don't know what's wrong with him either. I hope he hasn't offended you. No, it's just that Mom never mentioned you smoke. He stays here long enough and he'll be an ex-smoker. Yeah? Well, bye. Bye, Karen. Okay. Are they... Cheer up, man. She'll come around eventually. I have a theory now. I hope so. Are they maybe suggesting that this isn't the real Jonathan? Like, is it possible that he actually did die and then this is now like a clone? Like a sort of Frozener kind of thing? Like a clone of Jonathan, and this clone smokes? And that's why he never smoked before, but he smokes now? Or maybe he just picked up smoking after he came back, but like... Well, he was frozen. He was like in stasis, so I mean... Those could belong to Hojo themselves. No control plates? Right, these don't belong to the colony. They're privately owned. It's clone Jonathan brought back to be a bone marrow supply for Hojo's kid, yeah. Okay, let's drive to... Oh, we could go back there and try and use our badge. But the dude is still gonna be there, so like, I doubt we'll be able to use the badge. More frozen than anyone else in the world. One could say he was frozener. Yes. Indeed. Let's go find out what Hojo's people have to say. I'm not crazy about hospitals or shots. Who is? At least we're not going in an ambulance. But if what he said about DDS is true, might not have to worry about that shot someday. I wouldn't like that either. Why not? Why else? Less time with all the lovely nurses. That's our Jonathan. So if you have this right, Lorraine was in love with Jonathan, who got frozen and married this Hojo fuckwad, and then died when Jonathan came back from the fridge where he should have stayed. So basically, Jonathan and Lorraine were married, and then they broke up. They kind of broke up. Like, the Policenauts thing was kind of post. He went to space, which made her angry, and then he went into the Policenauts to try and make up to her. This is Beyond Coast Central Hospital, the biggest hospital on the colony. No kidding. Let's see what we dig up on Mr. Kenzo. Yeah, and then he got lost in space for 25 years. She obviously was upset about that, despite the fact that they were separated at that point. And then she got remarried because she assumed he was dead after like some amount of time. But yeah, he was in cryosleep while he was lost in space. And then they found him 25 years later, and he was the same age. She's everyone else's age, 25 years. They were on a break. Let's have a look. It's the hospital's nameplate. Beyond Coast Central Hospital. Just like you said, I believed you. Okay, we got some trees here. This is the hospital's foliage. They planted trees and bushes all around the building. The layout was designed to make them visible from every room in the hospital. Yeah, it's soothing having other life around you in space. I can't get over the size of this place. You won't find a better hospital here, not just in terms of treatment facilities, but patient capacity, number of doctors and nurses, you name it. Oh boy, that's gonna get Jonathan all riled up. Number of nurses. That's the main entrance. About due for an action sequence? Like, that kind of action sequence? We're in the lobby. Look at this place. How are we ever going to find someone who knows Hojo? But this is all we have right now. Let's just ask around and see what happens. Never due for that kind of action sequence. Hello? Look, Ed, a nurse! Why am I not surprised? You better believe it. They must be waiting for something. Hey, she looks pretty nice from this angle. These people won't know Hojo. He looks like a patient too. He looks like he's got a mental illness or something. Man, why you gotta talk about people like that? Seems like another patient. They don't look too good. Those two look like they were together. Look at that Chinese-looking dude. Got a hand towel tied around his head. A lot of them do that to keep warm. Why would anyone in their right mind be doing that here? That looks like hair. Come on, quit staring at him. Guys like him start something as soon as you make eye contact. Look away the same way you avoid a shady dog. Oh, we can talk to him. You want to talk to him? I don't like this. Hey, you with the towel. Achoo! Oh, it's Napoleon from Snatcher. The hell do you want? Let me guess. Friendly neighborhood law enforcement, am I right? I can pick you out from the other side of the cylinder with those outfits. Well, my associate is. Man, is it that obvious? Name's Napoleon. I'm an informant at home. Nice to meet you. You won't get much business from me. I don't use informants. Achoo! Technically I'm on vacation anyway. I came here to see if they can do something about this Snow 9 allergy of mine. Ha! Another Snatcher reference. Snow 9 being from Snatcher. That's the, like, weird radar, like, chaff snow. Look at me. Achoo! Damn thing's gotten worse. This place is a joke. Achoo! Space is California, my ass. Right, well, good luck with your whatever's wrong with you. Wait a minute, that you, Gillian? Gillian Seed? What in God's name did you do to your hair, Gillian? Who? Gillian, it's me, Napoleon. Don't tell me you lost your memory again. Look, I don't know what your deal is, but you got the wrong guy, pal. My name's not Gilligan or whatever. Strange, your face. You guys could be twins. Yeah, I think they do have, like, the same face, just different hair. Leave him alone, Jonathan. Okay, so that was just, like, a weird, random Snatcher moment there. They're all patients here. He looks like he's talking to the receptionist. We should try inquiring at reception ourselves. It's the hospital's information counter. Why don't we try asking about Hojo? Good idea. Alright, let's approach the information counter. May we speak with you a moment? Oh, hello. Oh, boy. Guess which doctor are you here to see? Oh, actually. First time here, is it? Take this form. Tell us about what's bothering you. Look, there's nothing wrong with us. Huh? We're with BCP. We need to talk to you. The police? How can I help you? Boop. Look at that ass! I would eat anything off that ass. Yeah, I'd hit that. I said that out loud, didn't I? You haven't changed either. Don't fight it, Ed. Go with it. I'm sure she'd just love to turn around. See that look on your face. Yoo-hoo, sweet cheeks. You deaf or what? She's busy at the moment. I can help you instead. Hey, you mind turning around a sec? Do you not want to speak with me for some reason? That's the uniform you wear here? They're both just detectiving while they're jerking off, yeah. This is a BCCH uniform, yes. It's all brand name clothing. The director is big on fashion. She used to be a model before. She? The director's a woman? What's more, they're woven with acetate fibers, which are extremely resistant to bacteria. This explains so many D&D parties. They're part of the hospital's infection control system. There's more to these than meets the eye. I'm liking these uniforms. It makes you forget you're in a hospital. Personally, I'd prefer something more low cut. She kind of shows a lot for a hospital receptionist. Why don't they cover the legs or the arms? She's cute. I wouldn't mind getting a shot from her. Smart idea putting the girls like these out front. Hair? Her hair's pretty. It almost looks like silk. A nice shade of blonde. Real sexy. I like her hair. She must take good care of it. 10 minutes alone with Kojima. Make sure he never looks at a woman again. Look at that. God damn, that's hot. Show a little control when we're out. Please don't be a butterface. Please don't be a butterface. Please don't be a butterface. How about this woman? How can we harass this woman? She seems pretty cute too. She looks like she's calculating a bill for somebody. Wait, what the fuck is this? Is this some hair thing? Oh, it's a microphone for the PA. I thought it was like sucking on her hair there. Don't you get any ideas? Fine, we'll talk to you. We're looking for a missing person. His name is Kenzo Hojo. He's a Tokugawa pharmaceutical sales rep. Apparently used to come here regularly. A Tokugawa sales rep? You know him? Sales reps use the staff entrance. We never see them out here. So who would? You should try talking to the director. Sounds good to me. You'll need the director's permission to question anyone anyway. Alright, let's ask about Hojo. He would have been here a number of times. You honestly don't know him? Sorry, but I don't remember meeting him. Where do we go to see the director? The director can be found in the director's office. Why do I feel like an idiot? What's the director like? She's young and extremely charming. You can definitely see how she used to be a model. We all love her here. She's smart and beautiful and famous too. Okay, how about the hospital? This is the largest hospital on Beyond. We've also been designated as one of the colony's emergency relief facilities in the event of an accident or disaster. I don't need anyone's permission to question anyone. I have a fake badge, yeah. Our organ transplantation technology is the most advanced in the world. We're well known even on Earth. There are many people who come all the way from Earth to receive treatment here. Yeah, preemptive sigh, read the director, yeah. It's easier to obtain organs here on Beyond than it is on home, you see. Why is that? They've established a unified organ distribution network and transplant coordination system here. Oh, wait, that's the receptionist now. There still isn't a consensus between countries on Earth on how to handle the organ issue. You have to go through a lot of red tape to get anywhere there. Big preemptive sigh of the director is named Anna. Did you see things online? The first floor consists of outpatient examination rooms, while the second floor and above has patient rooms and ORs. There's also a zero-G treatment ward located in the center of the colony. Oh, you saw it? Oh yeah, the sound test, yes. Yeah, there were 2 parts. We have approximately 800 doctors on staff, divided into 25 departments. Hospital is about as perfect as any hospital could be, what with its size, technology, management. Let's ask about her. So, is there a name I can put to this beautiful face? Are you trying to hit on me? Destiny has obviously brought us together for some reason we've yet to understand. I'm just trying to get to know you, that's all. Those lines will get you nowhere, buddy. If you were hospitalized here, I suppose you might get to know me a little then. So is that a no? Would I be treated by nurses as breathtaking as you? Of course, you'd get the very best care. But they wouldn't be indulging in any fantasies of yours, I'm afraid. She'd make sure you got a bunch of male nurses. Alright, that's enough of that. You're ruining our image. Where's the director's office? The end of Block B here on the first floor. I'll let you know where you're coming. If you follow the green line, that'll take you straight there. Okay, let's show our Hojo photo. Let me think. I'm sorry, I still don't recall seeing anyone like that. He certainly isn't a patient here. That's a really old photo. Picture. That's from before I was born. Perfect, says Jonathan. What does that have to do with anything? That's a Tokugawa group ID, isn't it? I see people from Tokugawa with those clipped to their suits. Aside from Harold, everyone else has told him to take a hike, yeah. Alright, we'll just give this one more shot. Okay, nope. We can't... Oh, can we talk to her? Excuse me. They're busy right now. Alright, let's go to the director's office. Oh, hello. That's a doctor's outfit. You must be the officers. They told me you were coming. Trying to figure out the voice there. You're the director. You were expecting a man? No, the receptionist told us about you. That's a home accent I detect. I'm Chris Goldman, director of BCCH. I'm Ed Brown, head of Vice. I'm Jonathan Ingram. I'm here from... I knew it. Yeah, not Anna. Thought I recognized that guy. You were Policenauts, weren't you? Yes? You mean you don't remember me? We posed together for that magazine cover when I was a model. About 30 years ago, remember? Oh, you're Chris? Little Chris? Wow, you've really grown up. Oh yeah, I remember. The receptionist told us you used to be a model too. Grown up more than I'd like. I can't believe it's you guys. What a neat surprise. So, what's up? Oh, you know, I'll just look at your hand and no rings. Oh, okay. Smell. You've got a fantastic body. Those look absolutely delicious. I thought that was going somewhere else. I thought that was going a bit more basic instinct there. You've got a fantastic body. Those look absolutely delicious. I go to zero-G salons and spend time in the zero-G wards, so gravity hasn't had its way with me too much. Ooh, you really gotta watch your words around this guy. That's just asking for trouble. Boy, are they the elephant in the room. Or two baby elephants. Jonathan needs to be sprayed. Okay, well, now we have a touch option as well. Let's smell first. That's a nice smell. What is it? It's lavender perfume. I just hate the smell of drugs. That's the only reason I wear it. You get about as many people wearing fragrances here as you do smoking cigarettes. Hey, nothing wrong with either. I got potpourri with the same fragrance up on the mantelpiece. Go ahead and smell it if you'd like. I like the smell. I find it relaxing. This is the track. Oh yeah, this would be lavender, yeah. Suits you perfectly. May I? I wouldn't mind playing doctor myself for a minute here. What, with these? You actually did it. Welcome to my world. Are you for real? I'm just curious if there's more dialogue. That's her question. What am I gonna do with you? Is there a third line of dialogue? Jonathan, knock it off! Yeah, this game. Okay, well, let's go for the next obvious choice here. You got legs from here to some wonderful place. Well, I can tell you they're not as nice as they used to be. Cue the preemptive sigh, yeah. Certainly nothing compared to any young girl out there. I wish you'd stop moving them around. Come on, don't do this to me. I promise you they're not as nice as you think. Okay, that's just a general smell option, I guess. I guess that's just a general smell. Is there anything? You know, you still strike me as a model. I don't think I've ever seen anyone look this good in a lab coat before. Oh, Ed, you've been learning from Jonathan? You've been learning from Jonathan? I would never ever guess you're in your 40s. What would you guess? Late 20s, tops. That's awfully nice of you, Jonathan. This is like some of your text messages. Okay, that's all of that. Let's look at her hands, I guess. Okay, that's the same dialogue there. What the fuck is she holding? Like her wallet? Dress is shorter than her coat. A mosquito. A mosquito? Yeah. It's a micro machine modeled after the mosquito. Little devil's gone haywire. Just does whatever it wants. Finally caught it a minute ago. I can tell you more about it if you're interested. I've returned after cleaning the kitchen and toilet. Welcome back. We're in a situation here. This type of medical micro machine is used on the colony for drawing blood. I can tell you more about it if you're... Oh yeah, I guess we have to actually have to talk to her about it. Does she have... Is that just cleavage, or is that... Okay, I thought that... It almost looked like it was like a microphone on her chest there. You're still in the toilet. Is she wearing a necklace also? Not that it is... Simply can't get over how beautiful you are, Chris. You've aged like a fine wine. You're a sweet guy, Jonathan. Okay, let's... What are all these papers? I've got things like my medical license and the hospital's accreditation up there. Oh, that's... documents hanging all over the walls. The place really feels like a director's office. I was gonna say it was probably like her degree or something. Why does it look like that says sex as the first word of that book? These are books on organ transplantation. That's my area of expertise. She misspelled creep when she said sweet. When you joined, Astro was deciding whether to touch or smell her, so you believe it. I wrote a few of them myself. They're really old, though. I'm probably the only doctor on the colony who keeps so much paper media around. They look complicated. I don't think they'd make much sense to us. Okay, I guess that's all of these books that are about organ transplantation. Plays creep with sex offender, and you get what you should be. This your kid? That's somebody else's baby. It's not yours? Jonathan! Sorry. Is it a frozener? It's a newborn baby. I don't even remember his name. You seem a little sad for someone your age. I was 19 if I remember right. It's Chris in her teens. She's holding a baby. Okay. Beyonds. Oh, so this is the picture of her with the Policenauts. It's the cover of a teen magazine from 30 years ago. Yeah, she may have given up. That's true, yeah. Could have given him up for adoption. They've got us and the other Policenauts on the front. Seeing you guys brings back so many memories. Oops. This was me before I lost everything. Blonde kid face. Maybe. He was born on Beyond, maybe. I was just a kid back then myself. There's Tokugawa. He never smiles when he gets his picture taken. There's Gates. He was Mr. Popular. There's Salvatore. He always joked around when he did pictures like this. I remember how cute you were, Chris. Yeah, real cute. I would have been 14 then. Okay. This magazine had the largest circulation on Beyond at the time. It's called Beyonds. But wait, on Beyond? I'm so fucking confused. I feel like there's a lot of different things here that are kind of like... Oh wait, unless... No, largest circulation on Beyond. But when they were Policenauts, they were like the first people up there, but I guess there were the scientists and engineers up there as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess it must have, because they were also saying like at the start that it was going to be populated with scientists and engineers. So maybe like the Policenauts were there at the same time as them. So there was like some people, but like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like there's some details that are like conflicting. Is this a fireplace? Yeah, but I don't use it. You're not allowed to use fireplaces on Beyond. It's just for decoration. This is marble, isn't it? Pretty extravagant decoration. It's a fireplace. It's funny. You feel warmer just looking at it. We have an option to light it. So we can't light it? Sorry, but it isn't built for actual fires. Who are the police policing? Yeah, exactly. There must have been someone. We know they don't police themselves IRL, yeah. Like how he never won more than one award, but he was the best cop in the world, yeah. Okay, let's actually talk to her. Let's touch her one more time. Jonathan, knock it off. Okay, oops, shit. I meant to talk. We're here about a missing person. His name is Kenzo Hojo. Hojo? Hojo? Never heard of him. Is he a patient here? He's a sales rep with Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. They said you do business with them. Maybe speak with whoever handles your pharmaceuticals? Sure, I guess you mean our pharmacist. He's in charge of our drugs, of all our drugs. Anything else? Let's ask about Hojo. So you don't know anything at all about Hojo? The littlest thing could help. No, this is the first time I've heard of him. I'm sorry. We would have dealt mainly with the pharmacist when he was here. You have your own pharmacy here? Beyond has the same medical system you find in Japan, where a doctor can also serve as a pharmacist. When people get their prescription in a hospital, they'll receive their medication from its pharmacy. We have our own pharmacy since there's no separation between prescribing and dispensing in our medical industry. Yeah, and like the guard who knew like everything about the research. The profit margin for drugs here is astronomical. Doctors rake in an extra 20 to 30% by dispensing themselves. Hospitals and drug companies make a killing in this system because the price of drugs for patients is so high. One of the reasons Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals has become so successful is because it lobbied for the implementation of the Japanese system on Beyond in the early days of the colony. Plus, there's the fact that people here prefer to take a drug for something even if they don't actually need it. All this has led to overprescription, a large drug profit margin, and a medical industry that benefits doctors and hospitals instead of patients. Personally, I'm against doing things these ways. We should be working on separating the industry like places on home. But as a businesswoman, it's great for us. The hospital wouldn't be where it is today without this system. Yeah, I get all that, but what about the pharmacist? Oh yeah, the pharmacist. You mean Jun Ishida? Let's ask about Ishida. What can you tell us about this Ishida? Jun Ishida is an employee of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals assigned to us here at the hospital. He can be a bit of an odd character, but he gets the job done. Yeah. He works for Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? We have an important relationship with Tokugawa. A number of their employees work here. We could just never shut them out. Whoa, why did that switch to the other side of the screen there? Let's ask about the pharmacy's location. Where is the pharmacy located? Through that door there. 2 rooms were originally 1. It's a little inconvenient, I know. We've split this room up, and that's where we put the pharmacy. Yeah, what kind of system is that? The window's out in the hall, of course. Make sure no one steals anything, huh? Ha, I guess you could say that. We're planning on moving it soon, since it's been a pain having it like this for so long. Let's ask about her. So, how did Beyond's first teen idol wind up in charge of its biggest hospital? I quit modeling 20 years ago. My parents were doctors here on Beyond. But then, they were killed in that spaceplane disaster. That's when I inherited this place. I'd gone to medical school, and this was the only thing they left me. I'm always busy with something, whether it's here or somewhere else. You married, Chris? Nope, I've never had much time for relationships with work. I've devoted my life to my career. Guy stopped showing any interest in me a long time ago anyway. I find that very, very hard to believe. Are you saying you'd be interested? So, whose child is that in that photo? Son of a friend. Before I forget, I don't mind when you say things like that to me. But leave that poor receptionist alone, okay? You heard about that already? You must have more important things to talk about than me, don't you? Okay. My main job is running your hospital, but since my area of expertise is organ transplantation, I'll put a little with that as well. For instance, I'm a consultant for the Beyond Coast Organ Procurement Network, the Beyond Coast Organ Distribution Network, and various other transplant groups. I also work as an intermediary between transplant coordinators, donors, and recipients. Okay. How about organ transplantation? Are organ transplants really that important in space? Oh, yeah, they're absolutely essential to us. Space's environment has massive effects on the human body, what with the weightlessness and cosmic rays. We still aren't ready for transplanting artificial organs. All medical science can do at the moment is transplant them from other people. Oh, Jesus, we just got like 10 new menu options here. What are the dangers of organ transplants? In the past, the biggest problem was post-op rejection, but we've overcome that with the development of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' immunosuppressant, cyposlodine, as well as mass transplants, which don't trigger a rejection reaction. Mass transplants? It's a revolutionary procedure that's eliminated rejections in recipients. With it, we're able to mask the organ's HLA class 1 antigens before transplantation. I'm not too familiar with it, but with its introduction, the number of organ transplants has risen dramatically. The success rate of transplants has gone up, while the side effects of immunosuppressants have gone down. We've made countless advances in procedures, preservation methods, and tissue compatibility tests over the years. Technologically speaking, we've cleared every hurdle. Sporgans. Yeah, those space organs. Okay, let's go on to artificial organs. What about using artificial organs? We're a long way from developing organs that can be used long-term, function as a complete replacement for the failed organ, and are small enough to be inserted into the body. We do have machine organs and bio-organs, but the only replacements that can currently be classified as complete are artificial bones, teeth, and a type of blood used exclusively for transporting oxygen. You're talking about the artificial blood AP uses. They're machines that can function as supplementary hearts and kidneys outside the body, but there are problems with internalizing them. The most advanced artificial kidney I can ever see us developing is continuous ambulatory peritoneal dialysis. Are there any organs you could never replace? I'd say the liver, the pancreas, and the gastrointestinal organs. There are hybrid types in development that combine organic tissue and synthetic materials, but... Yeah, but this is extra oxygen carrying. The artificial blood is supposed to carry oxygen much better. There are hybrid types in development that combine organic tissue and synthetic materials, but they're still testing them on animals right now. The only place you find cyborgs for now are movies and video games and the like. You can't play God at everything, perhaps. Okay, how about radiation? Which organs are affected by cosmic rays? The ones with rapid cell division rates are affected the most. For instance, bone marrow, lymphatic tissue, the mucosal epithelium of the digestive tract, the reproductive organs. Well, that's what happened to Karen. Then come the kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the skin, blood vessels. The effects on sperm and fetuses are the most pronounced. Yeah, I know about that. You had to avoid conceiving for at least 6 months after returning from space before. The time frame's being reduced, but amphibians still have to be careful with that. Oh, this is bone marrow transplants. Apparently my menu option disappeared. This doesn't have anything to do with our investigation, but how complex a procedure is a bone marrow transplant? Bone marrow transplant? Well, all transplants are complex procedures, but bone marrow transplants in particular. You can't perform the transplant without a donor whose HLA matches the recipient's. Everything depends on them matching. Oh, we know someone who's waiting for a bone marrow transplant. Do they have any siblings? None. In that case, it won't be easy. You need a donor with matching HLA. You can't do the transplant otherwise. You look impressed, Jonathan. I guess. Okay, so that's all the same. Let's ask about mosquitoes. He's a mosquito-type robot developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. It's designed for drawing blood from people and animals and administering shots. With this, you can draw blood without the subject feeling a thing. It can also be used for donating blood. They've been hit with a lot of criticism. These guys are one of the reasons we've been able to keep AIDS and other diseases under control here. They fly by flapping their wings? They were designed through biomechanics. I don't know the details. We saw a hologram of it at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. No! We have to catch it. Watch it doesn't suck your blood. Oh, what the fuck is in this one? Land it on the wall. Jonathan, hurry and grab it. You can't let it escape. What do I do? Click on it with the cursor. Easy now. Damn, he's quick. It's on my nose. Don't move, Chris. Stay absolutely still. Just hurry. Got away again. What cool color is it? The artificial blood is white. I like where this is going. You let me try this time? Forget it. She asked me to do it. I know you. You're letting it get away on purpose. Stop wasting time, will you? Sorry, Chris. Can't believe you got away again. You suck. I think it bit me. There we go. We're gonna get that one. Oh, I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding now. Me. Why don't you let a grown-up handle this? I was born to do this. I hate my life. I can't believe you got away again. Enough joking around. Will you please just get it? I love this case. Well, thank you, Jonathan. No, thank you, Chris. Yeah. I seriously want to hit you. You guys make quite a pair. Two, you belong in your own buddy cop movie. Good thing it didn't get outside. You're right. Well, you've certainly made my day more interesting. Question is, why was she so concerned about, hold still, there's a fly on you. I'm sure she believes you. No, oh, brother. Ooh, she's bigger than the stewardess. Okay, yeah, the question is why she didn't want to get bit. Chris? Yeah? Just yeet him right out the window. Okay. He was a tough little bastard. They can be dangerous if enough of them end up together. Swarm nearly killed a dog once. They sucked out its blood? Yeah, it got into a testing area. They put it down to a programming error. I'm surprised they ever let them on the market. It's only because they're made by Tokugawa. Yeah, so these things can be, like, used to kill. No one wants to get bit. Okay, yeah, so we have the option to continue, but I think we will save here. We'll call it here for the night. You know how worried she was. Yeah, exactly. It seemed like maybe there was something more to it, like it had like some poison in it or something. But yeah, we'll call it here. We'll keep going tomorrow, and maybe we'll be able to find out more things. Yeah, reveal she had white blood. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So, thanks for watching, and good night.